You're now tuned. Yeah, the world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in the Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, boy.
Let's go. We are in the building.
Yo, early, too.
Never late. Let's go.
Had a little issue. You know how that go. Bang,
Slightly.
bang, bang. Somebody had
yeah.
boot,
Mhm.
meat, foot. Crazy, son. Had to show him who the boss is.
That's a fact. Sometimes, it go like that sometimes.
Sometimes it do. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You already know what it is. The bearded one here.
That's our Sean. Let's go.
Let's go. And we are in the building, man. I don't know what cats. I don't know, man. I just don't know sometimes, man. There's a lot of things going on here in the automotive world and automotive community, and we see it.
Yo, the automotive community is like, or the automotive world is just, it's a little bit outlandish if you ask me, son.
You know what I call it?
What's that?
Loosey goosey. These cats is out here wilding, son. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Let's go. Shout out to my guy Sales. He said, man, it's that time again. Good morning. Let's go.
Let's do
Shout out
it. Mm-hmm.
to my guy Sales, man. Yo, let me tell you, man. If you've been paying attention to the news, if you have not been under a rock, then you would know that the government is already making their moves.
Now, the government is playing dirty pool and they letting us know. Son.
Right. But at the end of the day, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
They moving on the aftermarket crazy. And I don't mean just, you can't sell. No, now they like, yo, no exhaust systems. Oh, boy. No exhaust. None.
Yo, son, they probably been waiting to clamp down. Like,
No, they
exhaust.
realize they got to make the move now, son. Because them demos is in there messing up crazy. And now they know it's a good chance. The Republicans just voted out their own House Speaker. Ever, first time in history. So they like, yo, nah, we done had, you got to go, fam. Because you've been doing way too much snobbing with the hobnobs over there, son.
Yeah.
The repos and the demos. That's the two new gangs.
The repos and the demos is out of here, son.
The demos. This is getting crazy out here.
It's a fact. That's a fact, son.
It's turning into gang activity out here. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention, though. Those that are tuned in on YouTube, don't forget, drop a little comment so we can shout you out. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. It's early, but you know how we do.
Yeah.
We are here, man. We are in the building. And I'm telling you, we got a good show for y'all. The government is pushing hard to stop the sale of aftermarket parts.
Damn, son.
Yes. And what we got to start to realize is they don't care no more.
Like you said, they got to make their move now because they know it may be up soon for them. So
It may-
like this, you know what? We got to go while it's still hot right now.
Son, things are going wild. Interest rates through the roof.
Yeah.
Come on, son. We not here to talk politics, but it's funny how politics and automotive does intertwine.
And they always intertwine, like we said, but now like more than ever though.
Now more than ever.
That's it. That is it, huh?
So something to think about, man. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. We rocking with y'all, man. Early on a Saturday morning. It's raining outside.
Yeah.
You know we ain't ready for all this rain, baby.
Nah, son. It's crazy out there right now.
It's crazy, son. And I think the most crazy part is, right?
Yeah.
Is that you start to see with look. New York saw last week. Yeah, you want to have EV charging stations? Okay. They get a bad storm. The first thing they say is climate change. We done had that storm.
Yeah.
We done had storms like this for years.
For sure.
And for those that act like they don't know, I've been working my Clark Kent job, my daily job, I work for the subways.
Yeah.
As long as I've been working for the subways, it floods when it rains.
Bam.
It floods when it rains. So you mean to tell me this rain flooded the system? How? You know why?
How's that?
Because they too worried about what you putting under your car versus them getting out there and cleaning drains. The EPA is more involved in your tuning of your car than they should be out there cleaning drains.
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous. I mean, unless you just know like priorities are not set right though. Their priority game is off.
Easy one. Shout to everybody who's tuned in paying attention. This is exactly what we be talking about.
That's crazy. They worry about you with the gritty 3-inch out the back, tilted to the side, titanium exhaust versus the gutters.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Shout to my guy Sales. He said I had 20 trains underwater and no electricity. That meant no trains is moving. Damn. Now imagine if that was your car. Imagine you needed a charge. Let's keep it a buck.
So you know they're not talking about that though.
No, they're not.
They're not talking about that.
They're not gonna, and they're not. They're what happens when your car needs a charge, bro? Oh man, I forgot to charge my car before the storm. You out. You out. Booty out. You looking like a Luke dancer. Don't stop. Don't stop. Yo, don't stop.
Yo, you stupid.
It's your fault.
Mind you, they sold the gas powered engine car a couple weeks ago and all that. Like, damn.
Come on, son. Yo, son. Yo, word. It don't even make a change in my light bill. I'm stupid now. Okay, all right. I got you, fam. Okay.
It's crazy because they're not gonna talk about it, son. They're not gonna talk about that.
But Rally Radio will.
100%. That's what we gotta do.
Rally Radio will. This is what I'm saying. Shout to my guy Sales. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you can say what you want. Yeah. Oh, you know what? This is climate change, El Nino, and all this other. Like, come on, fam. We've been getting hurricanes for a long time. I remember the first hurricane. I think that what was it? Hurricane Andrew or Hurricane Hugo when I was younger. Mm-hmm. Hurricane Andrew or Hurricane Hugo. Zoom for Zoom, what's popping? What's good? Shout to Dr. Philly's in the building. He said he needed a scuba suit to drive in that last week. Said the panel gaps in Teslas would have water all inside that mother. Early. This is where we at. They not talking though.
Nah, they're not gonna do it though. But like you said, Rally Radio's here to do that though. But
keep an open mind.
That's a fact, right? But you know, the crazy part is, like you said, we've been having these type of storms. And if you ask me, it's always been like the same outcome. Everything is flooded up. Nothing's getting fixed. Damages, insurance going up.
Exactly. Now you drive around the ticking time bomb because that pothole that you hit last week could have exposed your battery. You're like, shout to my guy Seneca was popping. He's in the building early. Go. And this is what I'm saying. This is where the electric vehicles and gas vehicles will separate.
Yeah.
Listen, it's all good when it's a sunny day.
Absolutely.
It's all good when it's a sunny day. If you're in Arizona, if you out there in the cooking central, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when you're in Minnesota and you get a snowstorm and that electric battery dies on you within 10 minutes.
I mean, let's not forget neither though. They don't do so well in heat neither.
Arizona. They don't.
On, son. They don't do that. Man, bro.
So what are we doing?
I think what they're doing, I just think they're just tricking people, kid. They letting you know, like, yo, this could benefit you this way.
That's a fact.
Forget about all the things that it's gonna do too. The side effects to this stuff.
That's a fact.
It's always like that. Like, it's weird. So I don't understand.
But you know what I find even crazier? Shout to Phil. Dr. Phil said, "Nah, EVs don't like heat. They don't. They don't like heat. They don't like cold. You know what it sounds like?
They like?
You know what that sounds like? It's a family show. I ain't gonna get too fast. But it don't sound right. And I look at it at the end of the day. The reason we bringing this up because the government is looking at suing or fining eBay $1.9 billion because they're selling exhaust and they're selling aftermarket parts on eBay.
But yo, my thing is though, so how is this a priority though?
Because there's 1.9 billion involved. Give me your fucking That's why. And now they got other performance companies sweating because if they're gonna go after eBay, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you got a project that you need any kind of electronics for, you need any kind of tuning devices, Get it now.
Yeah.
Get it now. I done jumped out the window and bought a K Pro and a flash. That's it. Because I'm gonna need it. And I said,
That's
I'm
a
not
fact.
waiting.
Mhm.
And then the next thing you know,
Yeah.
you can't have it. Nah.
Damn, son.
$1.9 billion they're seeking to fine eBay for selling what they call
Mhm.
check engine delete devices. $1.9 billion.
Yo, they really on it, yo. That's crazy.
This is what I'm saying. They are doing
1.9. Nah, that's ridiculous, son.
so now, right? Yeah, they're like, see, they not stupid. They're like, oh yeah, but we could keep suspension and everything. Why? So you could lower a Tesla, you mother. I hit you for that. Yeah.
Yo, you gonna laugh. So I'm driving yesterday, actually, right? And I saw him look to the right of me as I'm driving. Yo, why I see that house, right? Driveway full of Teslas. I was so nervous for those people in there. I'm like, if one of these things catch on fire, son,
It's a
everything
landmine.
yo.
It's dangerous over there.
I'm talking about there's one down the driveway hill. On the side of that one on the driveway hill. Then it was two in front of those two. Then it was another two to the left. I was like, what?
Nah, they wildin'.
I'm like, yo, they not listening to Rally Radio, son.
But you know what?
They not, son.
It's what it is, and this is what I'm saying. The way that they're going, it's like they really putting the clamps on the industry. And I want everybody to hear me when we say this. If you got parts you need to buy, get them now. Because I can almost guarantee if eBay gets hit with $1.9 billion in fines, all of that stuff is coming off from there.
Yeah, son.
So all
100%.
of that you was buying from Europe, you was buying from Japan, gone.
Damn, son.
Engines, it's a good chance they won't be there.
Nah, they ain't gonna be there neither.
ECUs definitely won't be there.
Nah, son. Little
Gretty,
chips,
turbo timers, none of that. Gone. Exhaust, gone. Headers, downpipe, you name it, gone.
Damn, son.
I'm telling you. Son, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I had to shout to Seneca. He said, Catless in the cart right now. Buy it. Because
son.
I'm gonna tell you, this is how they're gonna clamp down. Oh, so you can't buy no more aftermarket. Oh, you can't do this to your car. You can't do that. You can't. Soon they're gonna get to the point where they say you can't own it.
Yeah.
You know what?
I can see that.
They're just illegal to have.
What's stopping them?
Nothing. Nobody's in their way. Nobody's stopping them at all.
Damn,
not one. And this is, and I'm telling you, this is one of the bigger things that's on. I hate to say it. It's on the repo table.
Man.
Repo versus Demo. They not playing. They like, yo, look.
Kid, they not.
They like, listen. We don't think y'all should force everybody to get electric cars. If somebody wants to get it, that's fine. But you shouldn't be over here forcing people to do what they don't want to do. And the demos are like, yo, we have to. But them cruise boats, though, yeah, they still got engines.
Of course.
Yeah. Those planes, though, yeah.
But see,
they still got engines.
All right, so I think we talked about that though. So you trying to tell me like those cruise liners, them jets, them Boeings, and all that, they lobbyists is real.
It's been the safest way to. Have you ever seen what air traffic control looks like at one point at like let's say 2:00 in the afternoon?
No,
I remember one time they showed how many planes are in the air around the world at like 2 p.m. and it was crazy. I said no wonder like there's not one time when you could look up in the sky for 5 minutes and you don't see a plane.
No, that's true. I believe that.
We ain't talking about that, right? Oh, that's jet fuel. Oh no, we good. This is hilarious.
That's a wild kerosene, but who cares? Who cares about that?
Nobody cares.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, why? I get it, man. The path of least resistance. We understand that, but yo, why is it such a priority to shut down the autos?
Because at the end of the day, you got people in there who don't like them.
So you trying? Wait. You trying to tell me you got people in the auto industry, auto business who don't even like autos?
Not in the auto business. You got people that's in them seats, them Congress seats, them all of them seats.
But they like planes and jets and cruise ships.
You know why?
No.
Because they like, yo, they know we can't do nothing about this. Why not? if you could charge a car, you can't charge a plane. Oh, you don't want to play that game, right? There's a good chance that joint go down in the ocean. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Damn. So it's like, you know what? We'd rather sacrifice the people on the ground than the people in the air, son.
Now, how about this? How about we don't believe in this technology like that, but as long as you're on the ground, you're good. Think about it. A plane loses power in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say listen. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
We're gonna hypothetically create
Yeah.
an EV plane.
Mm-hmm.
First off,
Mhm.
it's gonna lose half its power trying to take off because the thing is gonna it needs to get to about 125 miles. Shout to my guy Aaron. What's good, Aaron?
Let's go.
Shout a plane, and it needs to take off at about maybe let's say 100 miles an hour or whatever. It has to get up to speed to get in the air, right?
Mhm.
Now when it get in the air, things be traveling at about 200-300 miles an hour, right?
Factory.
Let's say I think 4 or 500 is no, I think 200 is Mach 1, Mach 2. Then you got whatever that is, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
You figure an EV plane is gonna lose power going up, and then when they get up there, let's say it's a cloudy day.
Oh man, son, hold on. How about the weight trying to even get off the ground?
Come on. And then you know what? Up, we have a snafu. The power went out.
Said a snafu.
They don't want that with a plane. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He said, damn performance parts game about to become the black market for real. Like you got to go to an underground swap meet ran by some chick named Cypher.
No, he's not lying. I was thinking that, right? Think about it, right? They try to hit eBay with that, son. That's all that's going underground.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And Zoom for Zoom, shout to Zoom for Zoom. You're 100% right.
Yo, you know what? It kills me though. It's like, yo, like you said, like they targeting the autos. Like they not playing with them. It's like they shaking them for their lunch monies over the toilet bowl.
And shaking them for their lunch.
About to give them a swirlies, huh?
Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Don't forget, if you got to go somewhere, download the Bars and Hoops app. You can hear us live on the Bars and Hoops app like a regular radio show. If you got to break out or you got something you got to do and you still want to listen to the show, but you can't watch live, we have the Bars and Hoops radio app. Just search it out in your Apple App Store or your Google Play Store. Bars and Hoops radio. Download the app and just press play at 12 o'clock and we there. If you got something you got to do. But Zoom for Zoom is 100% right. And this is what we're talking about today. The government is pushing hard to stop the sale of aftermarket parts. And Zoom for Zoom hit it right on the head. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Everything is going to go back underground. You're going to have to know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who tunes cars. A guy who knows how to solder ECU.
Yeah.
A guy who can get these parts. The parts alone are going to be rare. It's going to be Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
And that's what I have to say. So look at the parts and stuff now.
Yes.
It's going to go crazy. Oh, you want that car tune? Remember when it was like a rack? Yeah, we need 2.
How about 2 and you got to give us the car for a week? You can't come. We got to take this to an undisclosed location.
This is what I'm saying. You got to drop the car out of the area, then we got to take it to another spot. So now theft going to go up.
That's a fact. And
who you going to tell?
And besides that, we definitely got to make sure you ain't PD, son.
Damn.
Crazy. It's about to get ugly, man. It's about to get ugly. And this is why we wanted to point it out. Because this is one of those kind of things that if you're not paying attention to it, we not thinking about it, it happens, and then what? And this is what they shooting for.
Damn.
The city, New York City, is in shambles right now. We got more people than we could hold and more people than we could pay for. Damn. Watch out for the exhaust tickets. Now they're going to pull that trigger. Yeah. Watch. We didn't hear too much about it after that, right?
Nah, hell no, it stopped.
They're like, nah, we can't. We need that money.
Yeah.
Go get them. That speed limit gonna drop another 5 miles an hour. We need that money. Them red light tickets, they're gonna give yellow light tickets.
Yo.
Nah, you gotta stop at the yellow, fam.
Yeah. Why not? Why they not gonna start doing that?
Why not? Why not? Why not? We are watching it happen right now, right in front of us. It is crazy. Shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You know how we get down here. It's the bearded one.
S.I. Sean, man.
And you know how we get down. We're going to jump into the show for real. Y'all know how we get down. Normally, we're going to be talking about auto. Today, we bringing the news back just for today. Shout to SP, the Don, Automotive Anarchy now. Yes.
Yo, telling you, son.
We gonna tell you, we're gonna be like Mad Max chasing down gas trucks.
That's a fact. Think about it though. You spin around with something hot. They out there hawking you.
They got you. I need that. Tell me.
Yo, those are those TE gunmetal joints.
Yo, we could fix them. Telling you, everything is on the table at that point.
Eat your Wheaties. That's it.
Shout to sales. He said they're slowing down with the speeding cameras and putting up speed bumps. I would definitely say that. And you know why? Because they got pushback from other communities.
Yeah.
Not the black community.
Of course not.
Because if you notice,
Yeah,
you go to the hood,
mm-hmm.
the camera game is crazy.
Nah, it is. It truly is though.
Shout the waves.
It truly is.
Shout the waves. When you drive down the block, you see nothing but speed cam. And it's like, yo. But
if we don't know now that they playing a game with our community, son.
Come on, son.
If we don't know now, but the problem is we trying to figure out where the next meal coming from, though. So we can't even think clearly. That's the last thing on the table until it come in the mail like this. Oh, I got a ticket.
We said it before here on Rally Radio. If they supposedly going to enforce this law that cars got to be EV by 2032, right?
Mm.
It is now 2023.
Yeah.
Right? Is it 2032 or 2035?
2035.
So it's 2023. In 12 years, you think the hood will be ready for all electric cars? Y'all think so? And if it is, do you think it's going to be low income?
This is what I'm saying. I was about to say that. Like, yo.
They putting us through the stretch.
So they know what they doing with that.
They know what they doing, son. They know what they are doing. Yo. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Y'all know how we get down, man. We about to set this off for real.
Yo.
We're going to jump right into the recap. You got any shout outs you want to give? Yeah?
Man, I just want to shout out to everybody who was rocking with us, man, doing their thing, man. You know, just keep, like the bid one said, you got something you trying to cop, do it.
Do it now.
Wait.
Do it.
Don't wait, man.
Do it, man. Do it. Do it, man. Do it.
It's just crazy, man. I just want to say, man, hold it down out there, y'all. That's a fact, man. Don't forget to share, tell a friend, hit the like buttons, act crazy. Just do what you got to do with that.
That's a fact.
Man.
But in the meantime, I want to give a shout out. Rick's Magazine is having a nice Tokyo Car Meet October 22nd. I'm trying to go. If y'all trying to roll out, let me know. We got a couple other things coming up. But shout to everybody who's tuned in. They actually are the MVPs here. Because not for nothing, you be shocked. We got our people who tune in every week. We love y'all.
Factory.
And we got people who I didn't know tune in. Yeah. And they'll ask me later, like, yo, I seen X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, wow, you was looking? That's great. You know what I mean? But like I said, if y'all can share it, let them know. Yo, it's going down out here, and these dudes is talking about it. And especially, you want to start bringing people up for their builds. So what I want y'all to do, email me your bill, because when we put that picture up in the community, I saw some things that I was shocked at.
Yeah.
I was like, is that a 992? Like, what? Like, what's that? Like, I love it, man. So shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. But with that being said, you ain't got no more shout outs?
I'm good.
I ain't got no more. I got 2 more shout outs.
Let's go.
Shout to my guy, Antonio, a.k.a. Big Ant 1976.
Yeah.
He celebrated a birthday the other day, last week. Shouted him out. Wanted to shout him out in the group. And shout to SP the Dawn.
Let's go.
SP the Dawn, happy birthday, my dude.
Let's go, man. Hope you enjoy it,
you, man. I know he got that big old home outside, son. You're doing good out there. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Shout happy birthday to both of them gentlemen.
100%.
But with that being said, we're gonna jump right in. Here we go. Now, they tuned in last week. What did we talk about last week? What was the biggest selling point from last week?
Last week,
legend over legendary.
Damn.
That's a big deal, man.
That is a big deal. Because it's not as many legendary vehicles as it is legends, though.
This is true. So this is why it puts them in a different category.
Yeah, no, but I think in a little while, a lot of legends are gonna start moving over to that category, though.
Because they will be disappearing and they're gonna be replaced. 90s 850i legend.
Ooh.
Shout to he's right. We talked about that one.
Yeah, that actually was the Legends of
Auto.
That
actually was the Legends of Auto. Shout to my guy Seneca.
Damn, that one is hot, man.
And I'm gonna tell you that the classic body,
Yeah.
Still, like a lot of people don't know it had flip ups. Like not even flip ups. They were slight.
Yeah. They raised
my
ever so
God.
slightly.
850i.
What was it? Maybe like a 30 degrees raise it did. It was nothing crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't full flip
No,
like
it wasn't.
you
It
know,
was
but
like
it
a
was
90-degree angle. It was like
with the 2B. Oh my God,
it was
a
hot.
beautiful
It was
car.
hot. It was
And
hot.
there was some legendary ones that were manual or came with a super. Well, not manual, but they came with a super
Mhm.
engine inside.
Yeah, the V12. Then they
The
did come with the clutch in
V12.
it.
They did come with the clutch in it. Oh my God, even crazy.
Telling you, man. Telling you.
Shout to Seneca.
But you know, that's a difference though. Like the legendary vehicles, again, like Ford GT40, Ford GT.
Oh my God, legendary.
Come on.
You ever played Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah.
2? Where you
Yeah.
gotta go after the legendary animals?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I could kill a panther all day, but there's one out there that's twice the size and is white. Yeah, that's a legendary. Yeah, let me tell you, kid, there was some legendary cars out here.
Yeah.
Ford GT40,
Mhm.
Ford GT. We know when we cross over to the Ferrari.
Son.
We already know.
The Ferraris to me is endless. It's like, even still, like now, like even towards like some modern Ferraris is like,
Oh my God,
I don't know, it's crazy. Son. It's
Lamborghini,
crazy. Oh man, not for nothing.
Aston Martin.
Yeah, Aston definitely.
I mean, I'm telling you,
Yo, how Aston put out a legendary car already and it's brand new.
and it's brand new. It's legendary.
Yo, when you know you can drop something right out the box and immediately like the Valkyrie.
Come on, son. And you know they racing that. You know they giving that body away to be raced. Oh my goodness, yeah, son. We got a lot to talk about. You already know how it is, man.
Oh,
We're gonna jump right into the show. Here we go, y'all. That was our recap. Though. Our recap, our main show last week was basically about legends and legendary vehicles.
Mhm.
Can you charge any kind of price for legends versus legendary? And you know what? We're gonna talk about that a little bit. S.I. Sean sent me something today.
Mhm.
I actually tripped over the kitchen sink and threw my phone because I was upset.
But you know why? You know why I was really shocked at his reaction, because he really got a thing for that car though. That's one of those cars.
So the GT90, shout to SP, said you talk about the GT40, but never the GT90. So the GT90 was more of a prototype though.
Yeah, it was.
They never like the GT40 had a serious amount of heritage. Remember, this was the only car, well, not the only car, but it slayed Ferrari.
It did.
They called it the Ferrari Slayer, the
did.
GT40, not the Ford GT. The
GT40. That's
the GT40 slayed the Ferrari in Le Mans.
I mean, it was
2 to 3 years in a row.
It was built to go after them. That was its sole purpose.
And that's why it's a legend. Shout to SI. That's why it's a legend. Because Ford wanted to do a deal with Ferrari. And trust me, before the movie, we knew about this.
Yeah.
They wanted to do a deal with Ferrari, and they ended up not. Ferrari said, "Who, those guys that build those little machines?"
Yeah.
Ooh. Henry Ford took that personal.
But you know, he took it personal, and then he got with Shelby with that one. He got with Carl Shelby with that one.
When you take it personal, what you do? He went to the one he knew could get the job done.
But I was having a debate with that with one of these guys I know. Like when you gotta outsource, what is that? Like when you can't turn around, go in the house and go get the machinery, you gotta outsource it. What is that about?
I mean, but it was still a Ford engine. It's not like it wasn't a Ford engine.
That is true. That is true though.
The Ford GT40 body was created. Shelby technically was working under Ford.
That's true though. That's
so
true.
We can't say it was outsourced. No, I mean, you're not gonna go get your regular nerdy technician. He may not know.
But I mean, like Ferrari just went in the back and was like, "Yo, we just gonna tune this up."
Well, I mean, but there's a difference. Ferrari didn't make SUVs then. Ferrari didn't make 4-door cars for families then. That's why they crapped on Ford the way they did.
Yeah.
But Ford had to show them, yo, you know what? We could do this, but we can do that too.
Yeah.
But can you do this? No.
I mean,
shout to Ford.
I go front though. They definitely held it down.
They had their heyday, bro.
They did. They truly did.
They punched the bully in the mouth one time and went home. I'm not mad at them.
I ain't mad at them either.
They said, okay, They suited up one time, got in the ring, knocked him out, and went home.
But don't get me wrong, it was work though.
Oh yeah,
They had to work. They was blowing engines left and right, son.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that's the better part of it. That's why I said it has legendary heritage. History.
They do.
It is priceless.
They do.
If you could get your hands on a Ford GT40 and they say, okay, we want 30 million. It's very hard to say no. If you have it, that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a legend. A legendary car.
No, it is. Okay.
There's not 10 of them flying around here.
Nah, you're right.
And trust and believe when you know Shelby made a couple of them.
Yeah.
But they still was driven the same. You still got to cut the fuel pump on. Like, come on, bro. That give me jet vibes.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You start lighting up on the Top Gun. You hear the music coming on.
Prime and everything. That's a fact.
Danger zone. Come on, son. But that's why we talk about the GT40 better than GT90. GT90 doesn't have any. I mean, don't get me wrong. It came from Ford, but really didn't have anything else behind.
Nah, it really didn't though. Like it could have been great.
I'm about to say it's one of those cars that could have been.
Yeah, could have been.
And we have a couple of those too. We call those Legends of Auto.
Factory. It wasn't this joint in Gran Turismo at one point?
Yes, it was.
The first one.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I remember that. That's what I'm saying.
I think it was in the second Gran Turismo. I don't think it was in the first.
One of them things.
You had to, because they started really giving you some of those concept cars and you would drive them. That's true.
Nah, you're right. No, I think it was the second when they really started introducing the concept cars.
Yep. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You already know what it is. If you tuned in, don't forget, drop your name in the comments so we can shout you out. You already know what it is. But with that being said, we jumping right into the news, man. This is going to be crazy today.
Weekly specs. Auto news for all the listeners, only on Rally Radio.
You know how we get down, man. It looks like a YouTuber is having his cars snatched, and this is crazy. Now, for anybody that knows, if you've been under a rock or if you follow anybody on YouTube, there was a YouTuber called Omi and the Hellcat. Now, if you haven't seen him before, the man had a collection of cars.
Yeah, definitely had an array of cars, B. 100%.
And not for nothing, he was getting it. Nobody knew how he was getting it. Only thing is that when you seen the intro to his videos, he had all of these cars in a big old mansion in the back. He said, Omi in the Lambo? Nah. He jumping the Omi in the Hellcat.
Yeah.
Well, look like Omi in the Hellcat is jumping behind bars. We're going to get into that just a little bit. It looks like a collection of vehicles that belong to car vlogger Omi and the Hellcat will be auctioned off by U.S. Marshals later this month in Maryland. Nearly 60 cars and motorcycles are going up for grabs, including multiple Lamborghinis and a Bentley. In March, Bill Omar Carrasquillo, I hope I'm not saying it right. I'm not saying it wrong.
Yeah.
The man behind the popular Omi and the Hellcat YouTube channel was sentenced to 5.5 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release for crimes related to wide-ranging copyright infringement scheme that involved piracy of cable TV. Carrasquillo was found guilty of multiple accounts, including conspiracy, money laundering, tax evasion, and making false statements to banks and law enforcement officers. In addition to imprisonment, he was ordered to pay $10.7 million to the affected cable companies, $5 million to the IRS, and forfeit over $30 million he made from the scheme. The last part of the punishment is why his collection of vehicles, many of which were the focus of Omi and the Hellcat videos, are now being sold off by Apple auctioning. The highlight of the primary white assortment of vehicles is a quarter of the Lamborghini Security Urus, 2 Huracans, and a Aventador. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He had a Bentley Continental GT, Acura NSX, Audi RS8 Quattro, and 3 Hellcats.
Damn.
That hurts. That hurts. Now, if y'all don't know, Omi and the Hellcat, I've watched some of his videos, I think I was watching this guy called Tall Guy Car Reviews.
Yeah, anytime about
And his started to get a little whack, but then I started to notice that he was working with this guy Omi. So this guy got wild cars, but it's not like he was working on them. He would pay people to do work on them and things like that, but he just had wild autos.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he had a Type R too.
I didn't know that.
He had a Type R.
The nerve of him.
Yeah.
And they auctioning all of these cars later on this month. Crime doesn't pay, bro. And I'm not saying that he did a crime. What they said he was doing was piracy. He was selling the fire sticks already with the stuff on it.
Jailbroken
And everything. So they said he got to pay the cable companies.
Son, if you ask me, everybody got their hand in this, son.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, you got to pay the cable company, you got to pay the IRS, you got to pay these people over here. Damn.
And when you think about it, when they auction these cars off, they don't care even if it make all the money back. That's it.
Yeah, it's done.
And he got to do 5 years and then 5 years supervised release. He even had a copyright infringement claim. Nike had one against him because he was making these sneakers that looked like Nike and was selling them on the internet. Nike was like, cease and desist. I don't care. Okay. He probably had to get that bread up before he go to the pen.
Damn.
If y'all get a chance, Omi and the Hellcat, he is officially riding the pine, man. But
and not for nothing, he ain't put out a video in 2 years when they started running down on him too.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Had 818,000 subscribers on YouTube because everybody was watching and waiting for his downfall. But here at Rally Radio, we ain't gonna do that.
No.
What we gonna do is we understand that sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, however you got your bread, you got it. And that's up to him to deal with all of that. But at the end of the day, I will say, man, he did collect some legends.
Nah, he did. Factory.
We're not gonna bash him.
Nah.
But I will say though, I just hope that all of those cars that he had would be able to pay. Because I mean, a Aventador, what is that going for?
Well, it seemed like that one's going for the highest right now, about 310. Which is amazing though, because that car is more than 310.
Way more.
Yeah.
But it's used.
Yeah.
And if he got any, and not only that, the videos that he has some sort of screen print on there. He had some stuff I wouldn't have did.
I think it was a
the Power Ranger.
Yeah, Power Ranger rap on it. I don't know about
wild out.
That's
right there. He kind of a little suspect over there, fam. Ronald McDonald didn't like that. No. We don't rap. We don't rap Aventadors and stuff like that. No, we don't do that. But I will say at the end of the day, man, shout to him and good luck to him, man. You know what I mean? With that being said, we'll move right on. Y'all know how we get down. Chevy Corvette Z06 deliveries delayed indefinitely. This C8 Corvette has went through so much.
Absolutely. So since it debuted, it was problem after problem, delay after delay, wheel recall, or axle recall. I don't know. Man. That's crazy.
Shout to SP. He said, truth be told, he said, if the government has their way, we will all be sitting in the jail with the cars we own. Oof. Oh, boy. SP gonna get us shut down early.
He is.
But you know what, though? At the end of the day, hundreds of Chevy Corvette Z06 deliveries delayed indefinitely. This is crazy. A growing number of nervous, anticipated mid-engine Chevy Corvette Z06 owners find themselves in an unexpected waiting game as they eagerly await the delivery of their prized cars. Frustratingly, their orders have reached code 3800. Now, for those that don't know what 3800 is, I'm going to let all y'all know because I'm going to be honest, man. Before I even get into that, though, I would be furious that I paid for a car that I can't have yet.
I mean, you know, I must be honest. I don't think I would have paid for one of these.
Well, I mean, that's you.
I wouldn't have did it.
That's a fact. I don't think I would have. I'll tell you this, man. The Z06 is a different, and shout to Jay because he tagged me in a post where he said he heard one fly by. Said it sounds crazy.
You know, they sound good.
It says code 3800. 3800 status signifying that their cars have been built and yet their delivery dates have been pushed back indefinitely. That's a 3800. Oh God, I want to fight.
Yeah, your car was built, man, but you can't get it. Sheesh.
All right, no doubt. Ronald McDonald coming up. I'm knocking everybody out.
Yo, that's crazy.
First off, right? First off, you're going to tell me I can't have my car after I pay for it? Nah. Shout to my guy, Darth Spalding. Shout to Seneca. He said paid plus dealer markups beyond, man. He's right. Not only did they go get these cars, you know they got charged another 100,000. Nah, B. Nah. Somebody giving me my car. Man. Mother, wowing in there. I'm throwing everything. Ain't nobody leaving with a Corvette now. That's hilarious. But yeah,
it also means though it's not ready for transportation though.
Then I'll go get it. Listen,
it's still missing pieces though.
And listen, you trying to, and this is what I'm saying. oh, I'm upset for them, yo.
Yo, you know what? Because I don't know. It also reached another code 4B00,
which is crazy. Various trim options might still need installation. It looks like they running short on carbon fiber.
Jay, where you at, man?
Jay, where you at? Shout out to my guy Dawswell. He said millennials are messing up the manual game. Let's go.
Damn. But people still out here copping these vets though. These diehard vet fans is copping them.
Son, check this out. My Z06 with the Z07 package came off the line on August 31st with a scheduled museum delivery on Friday, September 15th. The delivery date was canceled and put on hold, one customer said. However, General Motors has remained tight-lipped about the specifics of the supply bottlenecks despite inquiries made during the production half week of August 29th. Drones have captured striking image of the backlog of nearly completed vets standing like sentinels behind GM's Bowling Green assembly plant in Kentucky. So in other words, like you said, the cars are there. They ain't got the parts. Why?
Who's making the carbon pieces?
Forget the carbon pieces. They talking about they don't have certain chips in them. Why? But Tesla's over here pumping out cars. I'm not buying it.
Son, but you know this is all a part of the trick, though, son. It's all a part of it, son.
This is part of the trick.
They holding them up like, yo, you can't get the chips for these Corvettes, though. Don't worry about that. You don't get them in time. Don't worry about it. They ready, but you can't get them yet.
That's ridiculous. And then GM is fighting another war on the union front. Then they trying to go electric. Don't be shocked if these American car companies go out of business.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to be bailed out again because this is crazy.
You know who knows probably gonna bail them out?
Elon. Right?
Yo, you read my mind.
Cobra.
Yo, they already paying them. They already paying them. For the credits.
They are paying them this much for the credit. That's why his company's been able to stay around. I'm telling you. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. I think the saddest part here is that another car, a Chevy Corvette C8, and this is something they tried to do different. Mid-engine, rear wheel, no manual, flat plane crank V8, redlining heavy, revving heavy, and they all just sitting there because the government has their way, it won't come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
If the government has their way, it won't come out. But you know what's funny?
What's that?
Look like the government want to have their way with something else. And we're going to get in right into the meat and potatoes of what we was talking about today. Y'all ready for this? We're going to turn the music off. You know me, turn the music off is serious. Feds could fine eBay $1.9 billion for allowing the sales of emissions defeat devices. Wow.
Yeah.
Nearly a year ago, eBay quietly banned sale of devices that could defeat emissions. According to eBay's defeat device policy, any part that may bypass, delete, or render a factory emission system inoperable was banned from being listed on the site. However, the Department of Justice recently sued eBay for allowing the sale of 343,011 aftermarket emissions defeat devices and other products. See, here we go. Not just emissions defeat devices, but other products that violate this supposed Clean Air Act. Y'all ready for this? The e-commerce giant faced billions in fines, including $5,580 for each Clean Air Act violation, which could involve the sale of ECU tuners, aftermarket exhausts, or other parts that hamper with factory emissions systems. We've seen the Department of Justice continue to crack down on aftermarket tuning companies, despite the EPA tuning focus from emissions defeat devices to other essential matters. However, the federal government is still pursuing cases of systematic Clean Air Act violations. This is why you got to pay attention to who you voting for. Overall, it's clear that eBay's earlier attempt at banning the sale of such items to cover its own back, things didn't entirely work out in its favor. Other aftermarket companies have faced fines in the millions, though those may look minute compared to the potential $1.9 billion that eBay could face for selling aftermarket exhaust and tuner parts. I tell you, what is your thoughts on that, S.I. Sean?
I'm telling you, man, they're not gonna stop until they get them, son. They're not gonna stop. I think they're gonna push forward with this, and this is gonna certify the message to every other aftermarket producing company out there, son.
It's crazy.
If they get hit with this, I think it's a runner's rap for aftermarket parts.
I'll tell you this.
I think it's done. I'm talking about rims, everything.
This is a crushing blow to outside. Like, remember, like the secondhand aftermarket grounds. You feel what I'm saying? Like, think about it. How many times have you went to eBay to buy something that you wouldn't want to buy brand new?
Bunch of times.
You know how many you know how many car parts I bought off of eBay? I've found stuff that
That's
I
what I'm
could
saying.
not find. I got 2 JDM glass roofs for my CRX. I found them on eBay. JDM rear seat, eBay.
Telling you, son.
Rare parts that you could get from Japan, Europe. I found the Euro door cards for the CRX, the leather ones with the red stitching. They in my garage because I got them from Germany.
Damn.
And they trying to shut all of that down.
Telling you, if they have their way, it's over.
Now
that means you can't even post nothing up there.
No, eBay won't let you.
Yeah.
So that hurts. So who else would they go after? Craigslist?
Sure, why not?
What about the
Facebook market?
Now
they own everything.
Now they go after the vlog. See, what happens is
you talking about the communities,
right? Remember this: before there was Facebook communities, there was websites.
Yeah.
You had blogs. You had blog spots. People were selling stuff there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
If you think that the government is not watching them Facebook groups, we already know, because anytime somebody posts something up that sound crazy, who you think get the email? Me.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said something derogatory. They be like, I hate Teslas. So be derogatory to a car? I don't get it.
To an appliance?
This is, son. Yes, to an appliance. This is what I'm saying, man. This is a true problem, and I'm gonna tell you why it's a problem. We could go through this. eBay's gonna get fined $1.9 billion, and in return, they're gonna say we're not gonna have no more eBay Motors.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to get rid of that. eBay Motors is gone. It's gone. You want to buy wheels or something like that, and even then, wheels kind of trick the emissions too, don't it?
Yeah, it starts to mess with the speedometer and everything.
Let's go. You don't think they gonna reach?
You
don't think
so if they gonna reach, they pulling this, huh?
And then you know how they gonna stop you too? Because now your registration is tied in with your inspection. So now, when you put these aftermarket cars aftermarket parts on your car, who gave you the inspection sticker? They getting in trouble. This is a full blanket, and this is why I say you gotta watch who you are voting for.
Well, you gotta watch who you're voting for and vote.
You know what I will say, and cats can say what they want.
Yeah,
there's only one demo. One demo.
So they're not trying to hear that who that demo is, though.
There's only one demo who I remember that did not want none of this movement on cars. Cuomo.
Yeah.
Cuomo stopped the EPA in 2006 and 2008 when they tried to do the crazy exhaust law. He stopped it. No, we're not doing that. Soon as he leave and his counterpart overthrows him, they pass it. All right. If y'all don't believe me, look it up. If you don't believe me, look it up.
Damn, so I'm starting to think it's a little deeper now than the path of least resistance, huh?
And
Because
remember,
that's crazy, huh?
And remember, he's a car guy too.
Damn.
Andrew Cuomo is a car guy.
Damn.
He's a certified car guy. He loves cars.
No, you're right. You got people in there who's just completely against him.
No, you have people who claim they car people and then turn around and fall off the pedal bike, turn around, trip over a sandbag that wasn't there on stage, turn around and running up the presidential steps falls forward, man. Can't even say LL Cool J name right.
Son, falling asleep.
Falling asleep at the table. This is who's running your... let me stop.
Yo,
because we going into a whole... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent like that.
Yeah, how you falling asleep though at the table? Though?
He fell asleep at the table signing the bill like this. What?
Yo, how he leading, son?
Yo, son, watching that is like Weekend at Bernie's. I don't know if you, if you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's, y'all cracking up right now because that is what it's like. They walking him around like this. They got glasses on. They sitting him down. What's wrong with your uncle? He's sleepy. Yo, son.
Yo, you ain't lying, son.
These are the people that's running your country, son. Bernie.
Yo, son, it's crazy though. Yo, oh man, son.
These are the people who are running the show, son.
I start to think and look at like gotta be a cartoon though, son. This has to be a cartoon.
Son, they not playing, son.
Whew.
Cuomo owns. Y'all ready for this? As I say, y'all could dog him.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah, maybe he kissed Shorty on the face. Maybe he did what he did. He ain't had no wife. He ain't had no girl. He was wilding. He was wilding.
Over the top.
But Cuomo owns a 1968 Pontiac GTO Judge.
Damn.
Excuse me. And that's why he was against exhaust laws. He was like, no, that's stupid.
Yeah. Damn, son.
I'm telling you, man. You can say what you want. People was dogging him. You wish you had him now.
Absolutely.
Because Hochul over here, good luck with that one. But we ain't, like I said, we ain't gonna dog him out too crazy. But like I said, if eBay gets fined $1.9 billion, this is gonna rock the after. You know how many aftermarket parts are sold there? Do you know how many companies have stores on eBay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna go after Amazon next.
Ooh,
be careful.
That's a good one.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a good one right there.
They're gonna go after Craigslist. They're gonna think about it.
I think they're gonna do Amazon last. If they keep on this path, if they succeed with this one, they're gonna go after Amazon last. I guarantee they're gonna go after them.
Telling you, this is crazy. And this is why I say, listen,
they're gonna be lining pockets.
They're gonna pay.
Son.
They want the money. So we could give more money to Ukraine. So my son stay out. All right. Stop. Damn it. Stop it. Yo, sad, son. So don't forget, call up 516-206-0711. The phones are on as we speak. Let y'all know we are up here. If you want to call up, man, call up. Tell us how you feel about it. $1.9 billion in fines.
So that's crazy, huh?
And this is an American company. It's not like they.
So you think they're gonna go after like speedboats?
No. Let me tell you something, kid. The next moves, if you're a car guy, your next move is motorcycle.
Oh no, they already working on those.
Yeah, look at BMW.
Yeah, they working on them already.
But
Cali putting out electric bikes. They working on them, son.
I got one more in me that I'm getting. Sorry. My wife is like, yo, chill.
Yo, chill.
Nah, son. That Ducati's mine.
But yo, like you said, son, you gotta go get it then, son.
Yo, son, go get it now. Go get it now, y'all. We're gonna move right on to this. And I'm gonna show y'all how the feds and the government flip-flops. Right now, California judge gives Tesla good news in autopilot class action suit. Now, y'all know, we kind of left these Teslas alone.
Yeah.
But they come up in the news all the time. I'll be like, I ain't gonna tell nobody no more. Look at this. Tesla owners, it says Tesla owners will have to sort out their complaints on an individual basis. You hear this?
No way.
You hear this?
What?
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has looked into them. The NTSB has looked, son. And this judge says, if you have a problem with your car or if autopilot did something to you, you gonna have to figure it out. It's not enough for y'all. Let's get into it. A group of Tesla owners dissatisfied with the autopilot feature will have to pursue claims through arbitration and not court, ruled the California judge. On Saturday, District Judge Haywood Gilliam decided that 4 Tesla owners who filed a proposed class action suit agreed to arbitrate their respective legal claims when they purchased their vehicles through Tesla's website and accepted the terms and conditions. Per the ruling, a 5th Tesla owner who did not sign or agree to the conditions waited too long to take legal action. This is a big deal for the automaker, as it will no longer have to contend with class action claims representing Tesla owners. The automaker has been the receipt of several class action lawsuits, the latest centering around alleged privacy issues. Earlier this year, another class action suit claimed Tesla software updates have a negative effect on range. The latest lawsuit against Tesla accused the automaker of falsely advertising its advanced driver assist, suggesting it was close to delivering fully self-driving vehicles. Plaintiffs in the case stated they paid thousands for autopilot when they bought their car between 2017 and 2022. They paid upwards of $6,000 to $20,000 more. The system didn't live up to expectations and claim the system is unreliable and has led to accidents and fatal crashes. Damn. This is why the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration was looking into them, and Tesla has officially made their way out of it.
Son, they lined their pockets, B.
I gotta stop the music.
Son, how they weasel out of this one, son?
Shout to Zoom for Zoom. Yes, Cuomo was against congestion pricing too. He was against that. He didn't want to do it because Andy Byford wanted to do it to pay for the subways, and Cuomo was like, nah, we got to do more homework. But when he got out of there, guess what?
So to pretend pay for the subways.
You're paying for the subway, you ain't even riding it. It is what it is. But now look at this Tesla thing. He has Cobra Commander has escaped in the parachute again.
How? Son, they lining pockets, B. Son, it's the only way that makes sense, huh?
People died believing in autopilot. He sold cars at upwards of $6,000 to $15,000 more
for that feature,
because it had that feature.
Or they thought they had that feature.
And it never lived up to expectation. People fatally died. If you've listened to Rally Radio, I don't want to go through all of them, but I'm going to talk about some of them.
Yo.
You had the lady that was driving at 4 a.m. that went smack dab into a fire truck and died at 4 a.m.
Son. What about the guys? What was that?
In Texas?
Texas, yeah, that went over the cliff and hit the tree.
Crazy. And how much water? It took 30,000 gallons of water
in 4 hours
to put it out. We ain't talking about that, right?
How about the one that ran up that hit all the cop cars along the side of the highway?
How about
when the kid got off the bus and got hit
and it mowed him down? How about
out there in Europe?
Yes,
the taxi driver was
couldn't
driving.
stop the car.
He couldn't stop the car, smashed up against the bus stop, hitting people, broken glass everywhere.
Come on.
Caught a body. How about that was Waymo who hit the dog. Damn, we can keep going.
We can keep going, son. We can keep going. This is your government at work, son.
But now, how do you think he managed to be out of this? Because remember, he even employ a separate team to answer those complaints?
Yes, he did.
So that was the start of it right there.
Yep.
Now he said, you know what, let's go a little further now.
Yep.
Let's go talk to the judge now.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration looked into the system and the judge said that's not enough. Huh?
What more do you need?
A government agency is looking into this car. Wow.
Yeah, it's like you catching them full face bloody murder is still not enough.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said no to electric, not to electric vehicles, no to self-driving. And they had to go back and recoup it. That should have been enough to win this lawsuit. It should have. If a government agency is saying that this is unsafe, it's been deemed unsafe, and it's on this car, and we was using it, and you were selling it to us because you said it was safe, and now I got to deal with it myself.
Yo.
Yeah, good luck with that.
We was trying to tell y'all out there, pay attention. Like, we trying to tell y'all, like, yo, you buying those? Good luck.
That's crazy. Listen to this. Data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration shows that Tesla's autopilot has been linked to 736 crashes and 17 fatalities since 2019. And Tesla owners from all over the world are disgruntled with the technology. In Germany, a Model X owner was reimbursed with most of his $115,000 she spent on a vehicle after a Munich court ruled that autopilot was a massive danger to road users and other motorists.
Come on, son. What more do you need?
He had other cases to go on. And he said, nah, you got to figure that out yourself.
So you trying to tell me they're not lining his pockets? You kidding me, son?
They're going to look him up. Keep talking, y'all.
Yo, are you kidding me?
Yeah, son.
All he had to do was go in the paper real quick. Yo, hold on. Let me do a little more research real quick. Oh, wait. This is happening out there in Germany, too.
Okay, he got a law degree. He did his research for his Saturday. That's a fact. He got a law degree. He did his homework before he sat down. It just so happens that when he sat down, the pal. Let me stop.
Damn.
Listen. Ah, man.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, but so if this is not letting y'all know that people are able to look past things as long as they getting lined up, because this doesn't make no sense no other way.
Haywood Sterling Gilliam is a United States District Judge of the United States District Court of Northern District of California. He's 53 years old. Judge of the United States District Court for the Northern District of California since 2014. He went to Yale and Stanford Law School. So he is far from. And guess who appointed him?
Nah, I don't know.
You don't want to know.
Nah, I don't want to know.
Guess who appointed him? You don't want to know.
Who? Huh?
Obama.
Yes,
He was appointed to office by Barack Obama. Wow.
Man, he put a teammate in there, son.
Hey, he is, well, hey.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother thing.
All right, well, we're gonna move right on. This is getting depressing here. You know what I mean? But it just goes to show how the government is flip-flopping when it comes to these vehicles.
Exactly. It's like, yo, okay, we're gonna put way more pressure on these guys over here. But these ones over here,
so wait,
let them go.
And you know what kills me? So they tell you got to buy it. And when you buy it and it mess up, you on your own trying to get your bread back.
You buy it and it kills you, and they don't know what to tell you. They don't know what to tell you people, yo, man. It happens. What do you want?
Wow.
What do you want to do? Wants to fix it?
Wow.
Remember, wasn't he sending calls to Venezuela for the test dummies?
Brazil.
Brazil.
Yep.
Come on.
And just when you thought it was safe, you ready for this? Cruise taxi runs over and pins woman hit by other car to the ground.
Damn.
This is classic, yo.
This is classic.
Yo. Classic. This is modern day monster machines. This is why I say, man, listen. We gotta tell y'all what's going on, because if we don't, nobody will know. Driverless taxis from Cruise have been prowling the streets of San Francisco for years. And they be getting mixed results. There's people out there protesting and they putting cones on the hood. The cones on the hood disables the car and it leaves it sitting there. So let's get into this. Last night, a car in San Francisco hit a woman as she crossed the street. An adjacent Cruise robo-taxi then parked on the woman's leg.
Come on.
Trapping her in place until emergency crews had to forcibly remove the car.
So, yo, they set that up, son. Son, that has to be a joke, son. yo, one clip his man came around and said, "Nah, I'm parking right here." What? Yo, so this I said this and I'm gonna say it again. This has to be a cartoon, son. This has to be a cartoon, B.
Woo. Okay.
Damn, son.
The horrific crash happened about 9:35 p.m. at Market and 5th Streets after the traffic light turned green, giving the Cruise car and other car, which had been waiting side by side of the light, the right to enter the intersection when a woman was walking. Whew. The other car struck the woman and she rolled off its side and into the path of the driverless taxi, which was carrying no passengers, and ran her over, stopping and pinning her to the ground with his rear axle tire over a leg. Oh, so it stopped. So we thinking it stopped and it was just over her. No, the tire was on
Like,
her
it was
leg.
resting on her leg.
Crazy.
Maybe the taxi thought she wanted to ride.
The taxi was like, that wasn't a speed bump, was it? This is wild. Sat on her leg.
Yo, it's also letting me know, like, yo, they cannot detect people.
It was on TV. She was pinned under the car until the fire department got there. This is wild. So listen to this. Listen to this. It said, after that, San Francisco firefighters arrived and used the jaws of life to lift the car off the woman. She was transported to San Francisco General Hospital with multiple traumatic injuries. Now, I ain't gonna front.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't give out understeers like that.
Yeah.
It's the
I got it.
What up? Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Yo.
I gotta ask. First off, what was you doing crossing the street and these cars got green lights? See, that's one of the mistakes she made.
So that is a mistake. However, though,
one car hit her. And you know that's the one that probably did the most damage.
That's a fact, though. But even so, we both know this. And everybody, listen, when you crossing, you now got that right away, though. It don't matter.
Listen, I'm not saying she ain't had a right away, son. But she needed help right away.
It's the understeer.
What up?
All right,
Where
I'm
we
gonna
like to
stop.
ask,
That's wrong.
What the hell were you thinking?
Yo, you right, though. You 100%
Why was you in the
correct.
street? But now she crossed the street. She get mollywopped by the car in front. The robo taxi stops over her
I don't know why his man stopped on the leg, though. I couldn't tell you that one, son.
and then wouldn't move.
That's what I mean, though.
See, this is where this autopilot thing, when you need human reaction and it's not there. And they're going to back this up. They're going to say, oh, you know what? Well, hey, she got hit by the car and the other car rolled over. It happens all the time, does it?
It stays there, though.
Come on, son.
It didn't like hit her and roll over and keep going.
Listen, it said it appears that once the, you know how these dudes do.
Yeah.
It appears that once the cruise car sensed something underneath its rear axle, it came to a halt and turned on its hazard lights.
Yo, son. Yo.
Shout to Draco. Draco, we've been having a little party here, man. This is crazy. It says representatives from Cruise responded to firefighters and immediately disabled the car remotely.
So wait, I gotta ask. You think there's people watching these cars?
I mean, think about it. It's like air traffic control. They watching them, but they not. You can't physically see this car. All you see is a blip on the screen. That's why they had to be called that something was under the axle. Come on, bro. They're trying to replace cabs. This is crazy. This is why I said, listen.
But like you said before, when you said this on earlier shows, the sacrifice for technology versus human life is amazing.
They don't care. They don't care. They'll take 30 of y'all in a room and hit y'all with a drug that nobody ever had and watch you and see what happens to you.
That sounds like regular human nature, culture.
And they'll say,
History.
oh, you know what? Science. In the name of science.
In the name of science, we got to do this.
In the name of science. We got to do this to move forward. Why we got to sacrifice people for stuff like this? Why people got to get hurt for stuff like this? Why can't they have a fake city somewhere and we could watch these things go around and you want to put robots to use? Let them walk across the street. Let it, set a town up. Nah, they not doing that.
Not for what? That costs too much. Why would we gotta do that? We got perfectly good humans we could test this on.
Yeah. Yep.
Come on. And then we can make up all kind of excuses and policies. It's easier.
It's crazy, B. And this is why I say it's
damn, son.
It's crazy.
So I gotta ask, you think this lady gonna walk away with some dough and a good leg, or
not if she running to this judge?
Oh,
not if she running to District Judge Haywood Gilliam.
Nah, kid, she better not.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm gonna have to tell you one time. Listen, you are definitely responsible once you step out into the street. The crossing sign was not in your favor. There was nothing to stop you from going out there, and I have to say that it's not something I would do. I did graduate from Yale, and I did go to Black Harvard Law School. And there's no way that I would have done that. So I'm just going to have to not hold the company liable, and you're just going to have to skip your monkey ass on.
Skip your monkey ass on.
This is how they gonna look at you, son.
Yo, with their hands up. What do you want me to do about this?
Nothing.
Hope they fix a leg at least.
Sad, bro.
Man, it's beyond that, man. But this is where they at. This is where they leading us, though.
This is where they leaving us, kid.
This is where they leading us. When like you said, when they need human reaction the most, it ain't there.
It ain't there.
You gotta
man.
call them and get a dial tone.
You gotta call them to get a dial tone. That is hilarious.
Yo,
Move.
your car got your car's on somebody's leg.
They was like, hold up, we'll disable it. No, move it. This is where we are. Fire department had to use the jaws of life to get the car off of her. Why?
Damn, son.
Why? How long does she have to sit there in pain of a 2,000 or 3,000 pound vehicle on her
Nah, it's
leg?
probably heavy in that. We don't even know the size of that vehicle.
Because it's most likely electric.
Yeah.
For the battery.
Oh no.
So the joint weigh like 5,000 pounds.
Damn, son.
All right, man. Y'all keep pushing for these joints, man. Y'all keep pushing for these joints. man.
Factory.
Word up. With that being said, man, we're gonna jump right into well, no, before we do that, we're gonna get into this Porsche 911 rumors. So it looks like the Porsche 911 ST will be leased to buyers for the first year to deter scalpers. The 2024 Porsche 911 ST. Now, if y'all don't know nothing about that, it has a 9,000 RPM flat six rev. Oh my goodness.
Sheesh.
6-speed manual. And only 1,963 examples will be built. So obviously, you know, cats is trying to buy them and they're gonna hold on to them and sell them to the true car guys, right? That's the new scheme now.
But wait though, Porsche. I remember I was reading something. Porsche was trying to deter that. Porsche was like, yeah, we're trying to build these cars for enthusiasts again. Because they was tired of people doing exactly what you said. They hold on to them, then they want to sell them.
Telling you. They don't care, son. They don't care. This is why I say. This is why they say. Shout to everybody who's tuned in paying attention. This is how it is. This is how it is. So they know that they could sell these cars to people who really want to drive them.
Son, they said in quotes, we want to ensure that the cars are able to reach the true enthusiasts.
Yeah.
To be driven and enjoyed for years to come. Are you kidding me?
Make more than 1,963 of them.
Because they know, as bad as they would like for that to happen, they know people not doing that, bro.
So they said they're gonna lease them. What if they brought you in there and made you and interviewed you before you bought it? How many people would go get it then?
People ain't confident. No, that's not.
Would.
That's not accurate.
You would.
No, I would, but Chat GTB, whatever it's called, gonna draw up a nice little. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nice
You
paragraph.
gotta come in here and sit down with the dealer.
I'm gonna memorize
sit down
it.
with one of the Porsche enthusiasts. Like,
I'm gonna
well, why do you
memorize
want
it.
this?
What are you gonna do with it exactly?
Well, you know, the Porsche 911 ST. I wanted it. Does it come PDK? Out.
Do I have to not be that engaged with it? What?
Out. They be throwing them out.
Yo, so I'm telling you, B.
That car is for me. Well, it looks like Porsche's had enough, and that's what they want. They
Wow.
want to give these. They want to lease these cars for the first year. So you're gonna have to
give it back.
Yes.
You can't see how you feel about that. Cause I know how I feel about it. How you feel about it?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I would do it.
You know why? Because what happens is, right? They allow you to buy them, and you never see them again.
Right.
They're gone. They're not even being driven.
They want them to come back.
They want them to come back and be driven. See, that's why Porsche is on the top 5, son.
Wow. They got a minimum retention period set at 1 year. In practice, this will mean that cars in the U.S. will initially be leased for this period before ownership is transferred. Woo! Shout to Porsche.
You see what I'm saying? Like, Porsche is still all like, yo, we need the enthusiasts involved.
The process is currently unique to the 911 ST, with the first car due to arrive in the United States in spring 2024. Flipping first became a problem for Porsche in the wake of the 911R, a manual version of the 991 GT3 RS. One of Porsche's responses was the release of the GT3 Touring, another manual GT3 that immediately diluted the market. Automakers have come up with variant solutions to the problem, from General Motors of avoiding warranties on Z06s and banning their buyers to a 2-year no-sale contract on the Ford GT.
Damn, son.
What's your thoughts on that though? What is your thoughts on it?
See, again, I like that because they really want these cars to be driven, or they want these cars to do what they was designed to do, not sit around and collect dust.
It's a fact.
So I get it now. Like, they don't want you to just turn around selling these things. They mean more than that. They was built for more than just being sold to the next person to collect more dust.
Right.
They meant to be taken up to 9,200 turnkey cycles or push button cycles, whatever it's called. They meant to be driven. Son.
Shout to S3 Magazine. S3 Magazine put something up, and God damn it, I went outside and took the top off the CRX and took the steering wheel off. Like, it's something. I'm gonna do something today. They said, yo, get them cars out there and drive them. Stop hoarding them in a garage and drive them. And that's exactly what Porsche is telling you to do right here.
Literally, though.
Drive it. Drive it.
Because how do you truly appreciate it, though?
You can't. You listen, these guys buy cars, flip cars. They're not really trying to.
They're not enthusiasts.
Come on.
And they know that. Porsche finally caught wind of that. Like, yo, hold on, wait. They coming in here, buying a 911R, and then what?
And then what? Sell it for double and we never see them again.
So the car never came in for the first service. He sold it.
He sold it to an Iron Sheik somewhere.
Yeah.
But this is why I say, man, it's time, man. I'm going to listen, there's a Porsche out there with my name on it.
Yeah, I believe that 100%. And there's one out there for me, too.
And when I get it, I'm driving it everywhere.
I may not even change the oil.
Damn. Don't get to that. Man, he going to drink the old oil.
I'm telling you.
Pinky up.
I'm telling you, man. But you know what? I really appreciate that because you got to remember, man, some of these cars are really meant to be driven. Some drivers' cars. How can you appreciate the crazy double wishbone suspension at each corner if you don't drive it?
I tell you what, another shout out to Classic Hondas on the Dragon. That's going on this weekend. We really wanted to go and get some footage, but we're going to definitely go next year to Classic Hondas on the Dragon. And I'm putting it out there right now. I'm driving a Honda. Whether it's that Type R, I would love for it to be that CRX.
NSX.
I wish I had an NSX.
Ooh,
but
yeah,
I will be making my way out there.
Factory.
Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that go, man. It's the bearded one here.
Let's go.
Now we get down, man. We're going to move right on to our next segment. Y'all ready for this? Because it gets interesting now.
It's Tech Talk with Pop the Bearded One and S.I. Shaw.
All right. Y'all know how we get down, man. It looks like Subaru has heard our cries, man. An enthusiast-focused 2024 Subaru WRX TR to be revealed today. A teaser shows Brembo brakes and new wheels, but will the TR have the same bare bones as the STI? It says Subaru confirmed the new WRX variant is on the way. Unfortunately, for longtime fans of the nameplate, it won't be an STI. Instead, Subaru is teasing an enthusiast-focused WRX TR, the last of which was a tuner-ready version in 2006. Damn. And it looks like from here, it's going to be manual.
Yo, it's so crazy, right?
They heard us.
Yo, they did. But here's the thing, though. They talking about they ain't even waste time painting mirror caps. Come with cloth seats, cheap stereo. It don't come with a leather steering wheel. I like it.
Here we
back
go.
To the basics.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yo, you know, one thing I could definitely appreciate about Subaru, son, they don't stop.
Nah, they stopped for a minute.
Nah, they don't stop, son.
They scared me, man. They did.
Nah, they want to build the intensity real quick. That's what they were trying to do. They had to get people hype again.
I don't know, man. It had me nervous.
Nah, not me. It
had me nervous.
That's what Subaru do. Come on, son.
So it looks like the first look is out. The WRX TR is a throwback, and it looks and that's crazy. It said it don't come with all the extra fills and all that crazy stuff.
So they even waste their time with that.
Nope. They said we're gonna take engine, transmission, turbo, all-wheel drive, brakes, and put it in there and sell it to the people.
This, if you ask me,
that's all we need.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all we need. Come on.
Yeah, it reminds me of the older STIs.
Yes. Yes.
So that's all it was. Good
Yes.
seats, steering wheel, engine, transmission, drivetrain. That's it.
Yes.
So yeah.
Check this out. New for 2024, every manual transmission equipped WRX will come with the EyeSight suite of active driver assist features standard. No. Subaru is doing the same with the BRZ as revealed with the TS model earlier this year. EyeSight includes adaptive cruise control, pre-collision braking system, lane departure, and sway warning, and leave vehicle start alert. And while it's not unusual to see these features overlaid with a manual transmission in Europe or over other seas cars in America, where most automakers don't bother with futzing with them, work with a clutch and shift lever rather than an easier automatic transmission. I'm not so against that either. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's not
Why
in
that?
ejecting. It's not changing the way you drive. Like like cruise control. If you do put your car on cruise control in 5th or 6th gear, okay, fine. That's up to you.
Yeah.
Right? Lane departure. It has all the assists. But assist meaning it's not going to do it for you. It's just going to alert you that it's happening.
Yeah.
And you know what? If that helps them sell more,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm with that too.
I'm okay with that. Because I like the bells and whistles and stuff like that. I will say that.
I mean, I like it to a certain degree. Don't interfere.
But they not. You know it's gonna probably have rev match and all that. You could, but
yeah, that's fine. But if you could turn that off, even
then
better.
so be it.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Even better. But I like where they headed though.
I tell you what, it's not an ugly car either.
I like where it's headed, son.
It's not an ugly car. Could use a wing.
Could use a wing.
Could use a wing.
Hold on, it's not this right here though. Look at the WRX.
Yes, but it is but it's a TR version. So no STI version.
Listen, man, I like it.
It is what it is.
I like it. I'm glad
shout
it's
to
here.
Subaru
Factory. Let's go. Come on, man. Getting back to the basics and hearing what the enthusiast is talking about.
That's it.
Come on, y'all.
Subaru. Shout to Subaru, man. You know how that get down. I'm actually happy for them, man.
Definitely.
They did a good thing right there. They did a really good thing right there. And let's just hope.
I gotta ask though. You can see yourself copping?
No. I don't trust Subarus.
Yeah, what was all that praise over there just now? I'm confused.
No, I'm glad they came out with it for those Subaru enthusiasts and those Subi enthusiasts and stuff like that. It's not my kind of car. I had a chance to buy an STI before I bought the Type R. I said, no. Nope. Not my cup of tea.
So I shouldn't suspect or expect to see one in the driveway anytime soon.
No. You trust me when I tell you, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
She wouldn't have to worry about it.
You wouldn't have to worry about it. It's not gonna be.
Well, I'll tell you this much though. This guy on hand, I do like those.
And you would buy it?
100% I would.
Okay, so you got a choice between that and what else?
It can't be between anything else.
So you just want it.
That has to be that.
You want it now.
Yeah. Back to the basics, baby. Come on, son. How much power do you think you're gonna put out?
I think they're gonna go with the regular mark, the 300 and 300. I think they're gonna go 300 and like 2 something.
So you think it's gonna be more healthier than the WRX then?
It better be.
But if it's lighter now,
they got bigger brakes. Got Brembos.
The
Nice
WRX
size
don't
wheel.
come with the Brembos.
Right. So it's worth it in my opinion. It's just not for me. I know a couple people who are Subi fans.
He say that now, y'all. He say that now.
Yeah, I say that now. I'm telling you, hey, if I ran across one for cheap,
Exactly. That's it.
But it's definitely not my cup of tea.
I'm shocked.
Not my cup of tea. I would say now I'm starting to get into this pickup game.
I hear you,
the
man.
Toyota Tacoma coming manual is like,
No, I'm with you on that one. Absolutely.
You know,
100%.
I'm starting to really get into these pickups, man. These
100%,
pickups
yep.
are really like, I'm like, whoa. You know what I mean?
You know, out by me, it's a bunch of them for sale, son.
Really?
Bunch of them. All different ones out there, son.
Uh-oh, shout to Draco. He said, newsflash, he's going single. Single turbo setup. Ooh, on a 2J. Not really.
I hear that. Nah, I'm really not though. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the single turbo 2Js. It's not really my speed, but it's ill though. It still could definitely be a great power play.
Shout to Aaron. He said Subarus and some bums.
Damn.
I don't know, Aaron. You might like this one.
Mind you, he had one.
I know.
I'm shocked at him right now. I'm
He
not calling
might
later. I'm
like
about to
this
call him
one.
later.
WRX TR version. cloth seats and all of that. I mean,
Son.
could I at least get one Recaro though?
It might have Recaros in their cloth though.
I hope.
You know what I'm saying? Momo steering wheel. They might even go back with Momo steering wheel in there.
Oh
son.
my God. I'll pay. I'll pay.
Mechanical e-brake.
All right.
Come
now,
on, son. They might go back to the basics for real.
Now
real.
you're talking
Son.
about, yeah, I would pay for that. Shout to Aaron. I can't believe you said that.
I'm really shocked down too. I gotta give him a call.
Said the twins are spitting oil. Gotta get rid of the turbos. Of the
Rebuild them, baby. Rebuild them.
Nah, let's get 2 brand new HKS.
Could just do that. Yeah.
Stupid, silly turbo.
Yeah, you could.
I always wondered that too. The advantages of a single turbo is more power. Because the sequential turbos, it's like there's no. It's like the next turbo kicks in, so it's like it saves lag. Is that why they?
So yeah, that's what the whole twin turbo thing was, to reduce lag, though.
Yeah.
Ultimately, though, but more horsepower. I don't know, but now you can upgrade to some silly twins, and now you're making crazy power, though.
I mean, yeah, but then again, I guess it's how efficient. If you just want that, because I always looked at it like you see the T66 on the 2J, like or big.
Yeah, it makes crazy power. So yeah, the single ones do put out more power, though, but again, like you said, it's the lag. You gotta deal with the lag.
You're gonna get off on that one gear. And then
that's a fact.
Well,
twin turbo's gonna pick up when the other one lacks. I'm with that.
If you get a nice size,
that's what I'm saying. I'm with that.
Nice size.
I've always been a fan of the twin turbo set. I always thought it was actually really unique. Every time I seen one, I always thought it was definitely fire. But yeah, you can't go wrong with the single neither, though.
Can't go.
Give me your fucking money.
You said cue to give me your money sounder. I will say this, however. And like I said, this is Tech Talk. This is what I love about Tech Talk. That was actually one of the questions I had in mind. So, when it comes to turbos, is there a brand you trust more than any? Or can you just go pick up any turbo? And I'll give you a couple. I think about some of the ones that I've seen over the years. Yeah, Turbonetics. Remember them?
I like Turbonetics.
HKS.
Ooh, fan favorite.
I mean, when you hear HKS, you already think Garrett.
I think my favorite, though, is either Garrett or like Bog Warner, though.
Bog Warner.
Yeah, so.
I gotta say Garrett. I gotta say Garrett. And I will say at the end of the day, it's just brand loyalty. It's just they even was building the stock turbo.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
The Garrett T3, T4, yeah, that's in the garage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, that turbo now is a wall ornament. It's a wall ornament now. It's like this. Unless somebody decides to sell me their EG hatch that they're not driving.
Yeah, right.
See my eyes?
That's a fact, right? That's a fact. Let's go. That's
what I'm saying. At the end of the day, man, come down to boost. I remember the first time I had driven a turbo car. Matter of fact, take it back a little bit down memory lane. I remember I took my CRX to my guy Colin. Shout out to my guy Colin.
Let's go.
Yo, he was one of them Jamaican dudes that could make anything work.
Yeah.
I've seen these guys build monsters, dude. And I remember he said he was leaving. He was going to Florida. And he said, yo, listen, man, you got the turbo, you got the manifold, you got the injectors. I said, I ain't got no real management. He said, you don't need no management for that car, for that B18 in there. You don't need it. He said, listen, we could get it working. He said, just bring the car, right? I bring my CRX, my red CRX, then my very first one.
Yeah,
I bring a Spearco front mount intercooler, a T3 T4 Garrett turbo. I had 550cc RC injectors, fuel rail, fuel pump. I came in there with those things. I said, I need management. He said, don't worry about it. I said, I need the traction bar. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell you what he did to my car. The traction bar on the front of the CRX has always been the weak link of the car, because you'll always see the front wheels, especially with front wheel drive cars. You see when you hit under power, under force, you see the front wheels move. So they came out with the drag pack, the spherical arms that you could put in there where the front wheels don't move, make more power.
Okay,
I didn't have that yet. You know what he did?
No, what's that?
He took my original subframe under the car. He took that original that front traction bar. Took the stock one off and welded. You ready for this? welded a bed frame. You know the metal bed frame. He cut it and welded it in its place to reinforce it. Cut slices in it so that because I had to redo the radiator. The regular EF radiator wouldn't work. I had to get an EG radiator. So he put that radiator in there, put the slim fans on there, took my front bumper off, mounted the intercooler, made the intercooler piping, put the blow-off valve on it, wastegate. I had a wastegate with an 8-pound spring in it at the time because you know if you running stock Honda turbo, you got to be careful. Because I command you to grow. Shout to that. So then, right? He does all of this, and he's like, he finished the car inside of a day, 2 days. He was done. It's like, yo, come pick the car up. I said, all right. We go out to Jersey to go pick up the car. Yo, I took that CRX for a spin.
Yeah.
And that thing was spinning in third gear, man. Yeah, I'll never forget it. It was such a good, I mean, like, shift, third, and then it would start catching. Oh, man, kid.
Damn, son.
And just the turbo noises. Oh, man. I'm going to tell you, man. Listen, we all love noises from our cars, man. But when I hear that wild, I hear that, I was like, oh, my God. I had an HKS. What blow-off valve? No, I didn't have HKS. I had, man, what was the name of this one? Because I had the wastegate to match. It'll come to me later. But shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. He said, Subaru giving us just a platform. Do whatever you want with it. Just beautiful. Yes. He said, and shout out to Draco. He's calling me out. Don't worry. Right now, I still, believe it or not, that CRX was taken from me. Right? So I ended up having to start from scratch with some of the parts I had. I told y'all the story. I had to go get the another CRX from North Carolina. Right? But right now in my garage, I still have, because I had cut it off before the car was taken. I still have that T3, T4 Garrett turbo in the garage, wheel still spinning. I just spray a little DNA now and then, keep it a little, and that Spearco front mount intercooler. I still have it. I'm just gonna mount it on the wall in the garage. It just reminds me of a good time.
Yeah.
But man,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
That was my first time really driving a turbo car, was my own.
Yeah.
So once I had to put that car up for whatever reasons, I told y'all my license was not the cleanest. I could not afford to keep the car on the road anymore. I never really got a chance to drive it again after that. Turbo.
That sucks though. That sucks. You know, my first turbo car I actually really got to drive was the 99 GE SX Eclipse. That shit was amazing, son.
It's amazing, son. It's amazing.
Yo, those older turbo cars was great, son.
And not for nothing. What made it great?
Yo, what made it great was just truly just the experience. Like when every time the boost came on in GSX, like everything just sounded different. Like the exhaust, the engine, everything is just like in sync. Like it sounded amazing, huh? Yes. Every time torque came on, put me back in the seat. Like, mind you, they wasn't making crazy amount of power, but it still was good enough for that car.
And it's a GSX.
Yo, all-wheel drive joint. It was crazy, son. I'm telling you, yo, man, the driving experience. Everything about it was amazing, son.
I'm telling you.
Until it started knocking. But until then, no. It was great. I'm telling you, yo, the way the car used to leave, though, you grab second, it just, I'm telling you. Oh, man, son. It gets me excited. It gets me excited, son.
Bushler. I'm going to tell you, man, at the end of the day, turbo is a beautiful thing. But it is also a very costly thing. Now, obviously, the CRX didn't come turbo. And I was using an NA motor. But what happened was I had blew my B16. Right? I had a B16 in the CRX at that time, right?
Yeah.
Shot a rod through the block and shot a rod through the and one rod ended up in the oil pan and one put a hole in the block. Right?
Yeah.
So now, you know what? I say, you know what? I get rid of the whole engine. I just keep the head. Pause. Right?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Right?
Yeah.
So I go and I located B18 for cheap. Right? and doing my homework on the B18, the LS motor. Let me stop saying B18 because I know y'all thinking I'm talking about B18 C5 or GS. So I had LS motor in there, and the LS compression was 8.5 to 1. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Perfect.
It's pretty good for boost though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I turboed it without doing anything to it. Stock.
Really?
Bought this car. This engine had 180,000 miles on it. I'm guessing because the car that we took it from, that was what was on the odometer. Yes.
Holy crap.
Took it, built it. I mean, not built it, but put it in the car. And when I put it in the car, that's when Colin called me. He said, yo, I was driving it around in that B18 for a little while. He's like, yo, you got the turbo parts? Let's put it on. All right. Brought it there. It was a beautiful thing.
So you didn't have to touch the bottom end or nothing. The top?
No.
You didn't have to touch the head?
I didn't do anything to it. Pause. I wasn't touching no head, no top, no bottom, nothing, son. Stop. That's ridiculous. That was the worst. That was the worst display of pause. You touch the bottom, the top, the head. Hey, yo. What was that?
So wait, hold on. You had to reinforce the block, nothing.
No, I didn't because I said, you know what? I had got to that point. There's a point when you start working, when you're working on your car, and I was working on that car all the time. I said, you know what, man, if it break, it break. Yeah, I got there, man. I'm telling you, that CRX really taught me a lot about owning a car. Like one thing it taught me is you got to stay up on your oil changes, and you got to stay up on all your fluids and stay up on your maintenance because those are the things that keep your car going.
100%.
Not the bigger turbo, but change the oil.
Yeah, change the oil every now and again.
Be careful, man. You know you on the last, you know your oil's at 10%. Let's stop revving out to 8 and 9 grand on boost. You pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta ask you before we move on though. What car made you fall in love with the boost though?
What car made me fall in love?
That you've been in, I should say. That you've been in. Because we could say a whole host of cars, but that you actually got to experience, and not that you driven, if you did, but that you actually spent some time with though.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
And shout to all my guys out here. Y'all gonna laugh. Shout to my guy Rich. And shout to all them Nissan dudes.
Yeah.
They know who they are. Because the lunchbox.
Damn.
The Nissan Sentra.
Yeah.
SCR. They now to break that down. I know everybody's like, what? They don't even come turbo. So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
You know the Nissan guys who's running with all of them was trying to own Sentras. The B, what's they called? The B15 or B15 body.
Yeah.
I called them a lunchbox. Yeah, they was my arch enemy at the time. It is what it is, right? But I will say I secretly envied those cars. You know why? Because stock they were formidable stock. I think it came with like 140 horsepower, something like that, right?
Yeah.
LSD, limited slip trans. You know what I'm saying? Like they were formidable stock. And you ready for this?
And it was a legend.
They were. Well, here. But on top of all of that, they were easy swaps for SR20 motors. So you would think SR20, remember there was a lot of cars that came with the SR20 DET at that time. So you had the SR20 rear wheel, which would come in the 240, 180, stuff like that.
But those never came turbo though, right? They didn't come turbo
Yeah,
here.
what?
The
Sentras? No.
No. The 280s.
In Japan,
Yeah,
not
in Japan.
280, 240.
The 240s here never came turbo though, right?
No.
They did. Right.
But over there, they came with the SR20 DET in there. So you could go and get one. But these guys, shout to my guy Rich, B13 Sentra. Shout to my guy Rich. Marlon know what I'm talking about. Like I said, secretly, I was like, oh my God. It almost made me want to sell a CRX to get one. They came with great seats. As far as the aerodynamics, wasn't really none.
No, not on that, but
they had a little Mexican headlights and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. But the coolest part was, shout to my guy Rich, he went and bought a Pulsar GTIR SR20 DET. All the other ones came with a T25. That one came with a T28 turbo. You push it to 15 pounds of boost, you're putting 250 horsepower down to the wheels.
Damn.
And that I was like, oh my God. Now, mind you, I seen turbo cars, went to the races, all that.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, when Rich did that and then he drove it, I was like, and then he was like, yo, get and I was in the car with him. I'm like, nah, I want this. And I never got one. And you know what? I would get one today.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I definitely had a thing for them SERs, B. Absolutely had a thing for them. You know, I used to live in South Ozone, so these guys had them running hard, son.
Yeah. Probably was
Hard,
the same
son.
dudes that Rich was running with too.
Probably, son. Yo, running hard though, B. But that's illo, son. That's definitely cool right there.
And then the fact that you could get a G20 and transfer the interior into the Central with no problem. They was taking leather seats and leather door and putting them in. It was a lot of customization going on.
It was
over
hot.
there. I was
Those
like, yo,
joints
this is
was hot,
fire.
son.
And actually, I'm telling you, believe it or not, I was like, damn. I said, like the Honda game at that time was so crazy because you could not park a Honda on the street. It was getting got. You did anything more than stock parts, you were getting got. So it was very interesting, and nobody was really booking them Nissans. They was leaving them.
Mm-hmm.
Nice cars, man. I gotta say, man. Now that car right there, definitely.
That's fire right there. That's fire right there.
Say cute dog Trini Rich? Nah. I don't know if Rich is a cute dog, as a matter of fact. He might be. Yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah. We talking about the same one, Draco. I think Rich do got one of them tattoos on his arm. But he's Jamaican, though. I think Rich is Jamaican. But
yeah,
either way, that SCR is bad. And shout out to everybody who put up a picture of their car in the group. This is why we got to hit the street. Because cats had Porsches in there. I didn't know.
what?
Dudes got fully built Subies. I didn't know. I said, yo, what's... Dudes got Honda Accords, 92 Honda Accord, putting 475 horsepower to the ground. I didn't know. I said, wait a minute, man. Hold up. Shout out to everybody who's in the group, man.
Let's go.
But with that being said, y'all know how we get down in the spirit of moving the show along. You know how we get down. You ready for this, kid?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Next thing on.
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
So like I said, man, and I know Rich is sitting somewhere like, I knew it. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
That was just my thing, man. And now we're going to bring it full circle. And this is the driver's etiquette for the day. And we want to hear some responses here. This is going to get interesting. What's been your worst ever breakdown of your auto? What was the worst time your auto broke down on you? And what happened?
Damn. Well, worst time. Worst time. Well, I gotta say, with the SR a couple weeks ago, ain't really break down per se.
Talk about it. Let's go. Come on. What
I destroyed the rim.
I don't know. Tell me what it is. What you got?
So I was driving.
Mm-hmm.
It's like maybe about a month ago now at this point. It's about 5:30 in the morning.
Okay.
On my way to the beast, grabbing gears.
Let's go.
Hit some monstrosity in the road, son. Blew the whole rim apart.
Damn.
Left me on the side service road, stranded, son.
Stranded.
Until I had to call the Paw Patrol. They came and picked me up, though. We was all good.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious.
So yeah, that definitely was my worst one ever. I could really say, like, absolutely. So dealing with that LIE, 100%.
I got a couple breakdowns.
100%. Son.
I got a couple breakdowns. And I mean, I've had cars leave me stranded. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I get around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that drove me up the wall, the worst breakdown I ever had, we was at Flatlands.
Damn.
Racing. It was racing. We watching racing, whatever, chilling. Cops show up. Everybody getting their cars, getting up out of there. I jump in the CRX. I had just swapped. I had put a B16 in there. Just swap, right? So here we go, man. Cops are showing up. Everybody taking off. I start taking off. And when I'm taking off, I realize the RPMs, like I'm shifting, the RPMs wouldn't go over 2,500 or 3,000 RPM. It's like, I'm like, what in the hell? Mind you, lights is on. And then, you know, they looking for people. Oh, we going to get them. And, yo, I'm driving. Next thing you know, the car cut completely off. Yo, I had to, with what power was left, I had to merge it and hide it between these. They used to have a lot of trucks back there.
Yeah.
I was able to hide it behind these trucks. I said, "What's wrong with this joint?" I had to leave. I came back in like a couple hours and had AAA called AAA to take the car home. You know what it was? Distributor cap and rotor. Just something simple. Yo, gone. And I was stuck in Brooklyn. I was like, this is crazy.
That's nuts. I ain't going front.
That was a bad breakdown because we was in the middle of the races.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I also had a breakdown with the Infinity that will pain me to this day.
Yeah.
The cam sensor and the two cam sensors and crank sensors, one of them had went.
Yeah.
And you know when you shoot the code, it doesn't really tell you. It just says it'll say cam or crank. You don't know which one it is. So I said I'm gonna replace all three of them. How much is a cam sensor? $150.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing need 3 sensors to get it moving. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I said, but I'm not going to Infinity to get them. I played myself. I said, I'm going to Pro Parts to go get them. So I go get 3 sensors, 2 cam, 1 crank. Okay. Working on the joint, put them on. Like, I gotta go to work. All right, cool. I finished in time. I gotta go to work. Bolted everything back up. Yeah, I get on the road. I'm good. I get to work. I work in the Bronx at this time. I'm working in the Bronx, aka the war zone. Right? Next thing you know, I'm driving the car back home over the bridge.
Yeah.
And as I'm driving, you feel the power like dying down. Like, what's this? Man, I took my foot off the gas. That just said, shut right off. I said, oh, I went to, and I'm driving. I'm still moving.
Oh,
I'm hitting the push start. It's not coming on. I pull over in between the LIE and the Cross Island. You know that, right? Like going, man, I pull over and the car is off now. It's off. I can't start it. It won't start. Man, next thing you know, I got the scare of my life. Somebody almost ran right into the back of me right there. I was like, all right, hold up. So now I get out the car. I'm on the side of the road. I got to call AAA. AAA said, we don't go get on the highway. You got to get the car off the highway. So I'm like, damn, man, I can't push this big. Come on, man. I had to pay a tow truck, I think $100 to get the car off the highway first so that AAA could come get the car. You know what the culprit was?
what's that?
Them goddamn crank and cam sensors, man.
Oh, boy. That's crazy.
The crank sensor cracked under heat. Cracked and broke and fell out. When I looked up under there, only a piece of the other. I was like, what's this? Needless to say, I went to Infinity and spent $450 on sensors, and I ain't never had to turn back and look at them sensors.
He said, needless to say, with this.
What a freaking kick in the
Yo,
bunghole.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He said when I was on the belt coming home in my Mazda Speed 6, and had a running with an M5 and spun a bearing.
Oh, that's worth it though.
No, it ain't.
That's worth it. I'm sorry, son.
No, it ain't.
V10 joint?
Chill, son.
See what you got, son. Come on.
Then you spun a bearing. That means you know.
Son, he was going for his. I ain't mad, son.
Shout to Zoom for Zoom. I know you was going for yours, but damn, man. Yo.
I ain't mad, son. I ain't mad, Zoom for Zoom. I hear you on that one.
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Rally Radio, what's really popping?
What's going on?
What's
who we
happening?
got? Is this
Sound like
Ace?
Ace.
The moon is calling. What's good, fellas?
You tell me what's
happening? What's
popping. Popping.
Everything is good. Everything is good. It's a nice sunny day. He's moving these people. Yeah, it's a good day.
We need to hear it.
That's what
What
it is.
was your worst breakdown? Come on. What you got?
Oh, let's see. There was the worst one was we were on the conduit, just racing ourselves, going back home. I was deep in the gears. We were in 5th gear. Clock was spinning backwards. We were far into it. And yeah, she decided to give a block up.
Damn, gave a block up.
Straight blew a hole about the size of about a playing card hole in the block.
Damn.
16.
I remember that. Them B16 walls was weak. Pause.
B16. Everyone's like, you can't kill B16s. I was like, yeah.
He done killed 3 of them joints.
That's a lie.
So another bad breakdown I had, and I'm glad you're on the phone because I know this has happened to you too. Them chipped ECUs. I freaking was driving my car, man, and I went from fifth to fourth. I was trying to go from fifth to fourth, and I went from fifth to second. Crazy.
Amazing.
Super miss. Super miss. Now I gotta point this out to y'all.
Yo,
I had a wild shift linkage though. I had a shift linkage with a bolt with like a 3/8 bolt in there because we had to damn near break it to get the other cotter pin out of there. This is how much work we was doing up under these cars, right, Sha? We was working.
Oh yeah.
I had to use like a hammer to get the thing out, and the cotter pin wouldn't come out. And if you can't take the cotter pin out, you couldn't take it off. I had to have the cotter pin drilled out almost, and it made the hole in the shift lock, the shift rod, bigger. Pause. So when I put the linkage on, I had to get another bolt. I had to use a bolt. So my linkage was crazy. Sometimes it was like
Home Depot bolt.
Son, I'm driving. I went from fifth to second, and I had a ECU that had no rev limit.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Fun time.
Yo, that joint said, what? Yo, that joint went. I was able to yank it out of gear, but it was too late. It did the damage. Next thing you know, the oil pump, the oil light was coming on. I took it to my man. I took it to Colin, and Colin said, nah, just turn the idle up. Turned the idle up, call myself going out. This what I'm saying. You learn a lot from doing. You learn a lot from doing. Yo, I was out there running with the guys, man. Next thing you know, kid, I'm pushing my car. I'm going to VTEC, and it goes in creepy. Next thing you know, boom! Freaking rod through the block, rod in the oil pan, all that. Some crazy.
Yeah, those sketchy ECUs were mad fun until they weren't fun.
You needed them ECUs in order to get them, because you had Hondas that was revving at like 11,000 in the street.
Yeah, but
So
you needed, you know what you needed that
you need the valve springs and retainers.
you needed
That's what I'm saying.
You needed a locker. That's all it took was the raw gear shift.
No head work. Pause.
Yo, that's crazy, son. That's definitely crazy.
That was wild.
Let me see. Yo, the second worst one, we were coming back from Florida.
On the rally. Oh, I forgot about this one.
It was like 11 o'clock at night.
Oh.
We were coming from South Carolina. We were flying. We are going. And all of a sudden, battery light comes on. I was like, what is this?
Yo,
so we're still flowing. I was like, all right. I think it's the belt. The belt might have jumped off or something. Still going. All of a sudden, we get to about Virginia. We switch from down south 95 to 295, going towards New York. All of a sudden, I got nothing. Nothing. We lose all power, no nothing, no lights, nada. So I pull over to the side. I was like, yo, what is wrong with this thing? It's not the battery. Turns out to be the alternator.
Ooh, yo.
So I'm on the exit at like 7 o'clock in the morning on the ground, popping the alternator off my car.
And guess who? Guess who pulls up on him? Who? Me and Erica.
Damn.
Now, mind you, I was driving a 4-door. He's driving the hatch.
Yeah.
I said, yo, what's the price? He said, yo, the alternator, man, the alternator. I said, we gotta wait. First off, where was we at that time, Sha?
Yo, we were dead between We were dead like in the very end of Virginia.
So I had to drive to Maryland to get the man a alternator for the car because it's a Honda.
Yeah,
one.
right.
It's
son.
a B16 2. We looked at all the auto zones, everything in the area.
No way, son.
None of them had one. I had to drive, right or wrong, I had to drive to
Yeah,
Maryland.
no. Yo, no lie, yo, they left me there for like a good 3.5 hours.
Had to drive to Maryland, go pick the man up an alternator, bring it back. We had to put it on his car on the side of the road.
Word up.
And when that was all said and done, took off and drove
Started
home.
and ran, no problem.
That
Yo, shout
four
out to
door.
Travis for showing me how to do it. Because because no lie, if he didn't show me how,
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have done it right there.
Talking about Travis Robinson,
Yeah, Travis Robinson, this is
aka
GTR, yeah.
GTR Trav.
Yeah, yes sir.
Oh snap!
Sunshine Trav out there in Arizona. Yes, that man.
That's actually a hilarious story. Because we definitely like. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think, did I break down on a no, I didn't really break down on a rally.
Did.
Oh
Did
yeah.
break down with
My
you. Good.
Infinity.
You definitely. He just saved you.
So okay, that was another time where we was driving. I drove Grace on the very first rally. I drove the Infinity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we driving, and when I got to get gas, I stopped to get gas.
Yeah.
And when I turned the car off and I tried to turn it back on, it wouldn't come on. I didn't know what happened. We had a gas station in Florida. I don't know. Yo, son, come to find out the battery died.
Damn, son.
The battery died. And was it the battery or it was an alternator? No, it was the battery.
Because you were whip, you're like, yo, all of a sudden, yo, the key fob don't start the car. Don't open the door.
Yep.
Something's going on. It's like, yo, what you talking about? They're like, yo, we can't get the car. Yo, it's like, it's taking long to start. The key don't work.
It's crazy.
Oh, hell.
I ended up having to go to AutoZone and buy a battery. And you know that AutoZone was like, well, there, varmint.
He said,
Looks
"Well,
like
there,
you're
varmint."
from up there and you're a city slicker, ain't you? Yeah, well, that battery is going to cost you about $400. Yo, son.
Hit you right over the noggin, son?
Like this, kid.
And not only that, yo, it is like 7:45 at night. They're getting ready to close the door.
Yeah, son. It's crazy.
We pulling into the AutoZone like, yo, come check this.
Because it got to the point you couldn't turn the car off. It was just running off the alternator. If you turn it off, that's it. So it was crazy.
And when the dude came outside to start working on the car, it started to rain.
Son. That's when we created the Sucks to Be You challenge.
Damn.
Yeah.
The Sucks to Be You, and we all got hit. Ox got hit with the headlights because he was changing his bulbs, and his bulbs was shorting out the whole car.
Yeah.
I had that problem with the Infinity, and Cheyenne had to buy brand new tires.
Oh.
Word.
We got caught in the rain.
Nowhereville, Georgia.
Damn.
Had to buy a tire.
Yo, that is hilarious. Shout to you, Ace. You know how we do. We trying to get off the air about 2. It look like it ain't gonna happen because we still got some other stuff we gonna talk about. But yo, you know what it is, kid. You know what to find us.
Yeah. Man, I was listening. Y'all talk about that Subaru.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's a good. Yo, nobody does that anymore. Nobody does that anymore. Just like, yo, here is a band. Yo, here's the motor that you want. Here's the transmission that you want. Here's seats that you would like. But everything else is for you to change.
That's true. Because that's all we want. That's all we want.
That's it. Yep.
That's all we want.
Like,
bring it back to the basics, man.
Here's your chance to build it the way to change, to do everything that you want to it. We're going to sell it to you for this price, and you can do whatever you want. Everything else is up to you.
But if you start with a good power plant, you start with a good power plant, and this is why I was in love.
Brakes.
So I was in love with the Hellcat. Because forget all the, don't get me wrong, we already knew that it was going to be top of the line Dodge stuff in there.
Yeah.
It was nothing you could do about that.
Yeah.
But it was the power plant you started with. Like
power plant, the transmission, suspension. I don't know. The brakes is.
Come on, son. You good? What do you need to do now? You want put wheels. You can add more power. You know what I'm saying?
For why?
Listen, we car guys, son. We need more power, son.
Because
I
now
hear
everything
that.
else is up to you. You want power? Go for it. But here's enough power for you to make.
Yeah, right. Make that choice. That's true. That's
Shout out to
true.
my guy Zoom
Go
for
it.
Zoom.
If you want, yeah.
Zoom for Zoom said he turbocharged the KA motor in his 240, and when he went with his boys to the STI Evo meet at Englishtown and blew the head gasket on the way home, running with the Evo.
Oh,
Yo, Zoom,
That's
man,
it, son.
You blowing motors.
So he
keeping
going
up
for
with
his,
that,
though.
son. Chill. I ain't trying to break though.
Yo,
what?
Yo,
You want
Ace.
to go to the ground? It's your 11. You gotta catch your 11. You up around the corner.
Yo, Ace, you know what it is, kid. We gonna finish strong.
Yeah,
in here.
fellas.
factory.
And just to answer the question,
Uh-huh.
the RDX got me hooked on the boost. Mom's had the RDX and it was fun. All-wheel drive.
Wow.
Out of
was
all of the
automatic.
cars you had ever been around, it was that one.
That's amazing. Honda
That
at it again.
Because I drove it.
Honda at it
Loved
again.
all the other cars were awesome. Courtney had that white lunchbox with the crazy big turbo on it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Rich with his top mount, his lunchbox.
Right.
Wow stuff. You know, you in that red car.
I
You
missed it.
you didn't tell that story completely because we had to go to the hood and like an industrial complex
In Jersey.
to get you that car
Yeah.
in Jersey.
So I drove all the way home. And driving that car home was like, yes. Oh man, it was what kind of wastegate was that? I gotta go home because the wastegate is at home.
It might have been a tile.
It was a TL wastegate and a TL blow-off valve. Oh man. Shout to SP. He said Ace has confirmed it. You can go wrong with the all-wheel drive. Good. You can go. I think he meant you can't. I don't know, but that's hilarious. Yo, Ace, we gonna hop off, kid. We appreciate you, man.
Y'all fellas enjoy
Let's
the rest of the day. Everybody stay up
and keep
man,
tuning
yeah.
in. It's off the app now. It's just live right now. So
yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. It probably is off the app by now.
yeah.
That's all good though. I gotta get back to work anyhow.
Let's go. You already know what to do, kid. Keep it pumping. Keep it moving. You know what it is, kid. Let's get to
y'all
it.
fellas be good, yeah?
All right, kid.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Later.
Shout out to everybody who tuned in, paying attention. You know how we get down in here, man. Shout out to Ace for calling in. He just reminded me of a couple things, son. That's what I'm saying. You learn things by breaking things. You learn.
It's true.
Sometimes you can't help it. It broke. Like, and then you start the regret of having to buy it over. Nothing like blowing an engine.
Son.
You blow an engine, gotta buy another one. Forget you are mad.
Yo, you're right. Flaming.
You are on fire right there. With that being said, y'all know how we get down.
Let's
Shout out
go.
to my guy, Darth Spalding. You know how we get down. You know where we at right now, right?
Yes,
It's
sir.
our favorite time of the show.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
Let's go. The Legends of Auto, man.
Let's go. What you
Legends of
got
Auto's
for me
all right,
today,
man.
son?
So check this out. So for the Legends of Auto today, a little different. Talk about manual cars that we ain't know that came manual, son.
Let's go.
'Cause
Can
you
you
know-
scrape this?
Son, because manual cars,
Throw
be,
this up. Let's go.
yo, manual cars are the truth. I'm sorry, son.
Let's go.
They the truth, right? So people probably ain't know this one. The 2012. I think this is a great car. 2012 Ferrari California came with the clutch in this. I know a lot of cats ain't know it because they ain't sell a lot of these.
No.
So it came with the clutch, B.
Beautiful car.
I'm telling you, man. I'm sorry. I'm only seeing, you're gonna laugh. I only seen when I used to live in Queens, I seen only one on Merrick ever. That was it. Only seen one, son. I do never seen many of the Californians. Not I haven't, at least.
I have it.
I thought they was fantastic cars. Now that I know they came with a clutch in it, son. Come on, B.
So the 360 Mondina was not the last.
No. The 360 wasn't the last. The 430 wasn't the last. And the 599 wasn't last. It was between this and the 599 Ferraris, huh? I'm telling you, son. Oh, forget about it, son. Forget about it. You know another crazy one that I know people ain't know came in, you son? The Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. The crazy one, the Bowdy quad exhaust.
Yes.
M3 fighter.
Yes.
Yes, I came with a clutch in it.
Another.
Come on,
Legend.
son. Come
Legend.
on. See, I'd like to inform people like, yo, these cars might have not we may not think they didn't come with the clutch, but they did. It probably a little bit of them sold though.
That's a fact.
But they came with a clutch.
See, this is why I like this. This is why I like the surprise of looking through the window. Like, oh my!
I'm telling you,
it's
son.
manual.
I'm telling you.
Like this.
I'm telling you.
Oh
son.
my God, it's manual.
I'm telling you. It's definitely crazy. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this last one right here. Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, 1990 to 93. Came with a clutch in this.
Really?
Oh shit. It's crazy.
They had one of those for sale over there on
Come on, Sunrise.
Yeah,
they talking about
the
red one. That's up on the little ramp.
It's gone.
I'm not surprised.
Somebody bought that for $8,000. Like, yo, I'll take that.
I ain't
How it
surprised,
is
son.
out here, bro. But shout to SI Sean. You know how
Come
we
on,
get down,
son.
man. Putting us on the legends that actually came manual.
Come on, let's go.
Real
So-
legends never die.
So that just leaves room for a conversion. If you
Yes.
can't get one, you can swap it.
I say that about them Dodge Charger Hellcats all the time. With all of these manual setups, the Tremec transmission laying around, you could convert your Dodge Charger Hellcat.
That's what I'm saying.
Woo!
Ooh, Scat Pat.
Woo! No.
What?
Ooh,
What?
easy,
Huh?
easy.
What you talking about?
I do the Scat Pack in the Charger, but I won't do it in the Challenger. But the Charger, Scat Pack,
I'm doing 3.9 in both
manual?
models.
manual. The transmissions are the same though.
Come on, Bellhausen's the same.
Listen, don't get me started, bro. You already know how we do.
Legends
Come
of
on.
Auto. Real
That's
legends
that right there
never
is something I would do. Shout out to everybody who's
Let's
tuned
go.
in, paying attention. We're gonna jump right in. You know how we get down.
The newest and freshest modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
All right, y'all. Y'all know how we get down. We're gonna bring y'all with this Hot Mars now. Y'all already know, man. Listen, we was talking about legends and stuff. We was like, yo, you know what, man? What is really a legend? You know, the more you look at it, the more you dig into it. To me, legendary cars are cars that only come around once in the blue. They'll never come around again. And you're gonna have a rare yellow Ferrari F50
Oh boy.
on auction this week, and it may go for 4.5 million. Sotheby's will be auctioning off a 1997 example of the supercar finished in bright yellow. Whew.
Ridiculous.
Now, it says here the F40 was always going to be the hard act to follow, but the F50 was up to task. And it's they not obviously they not they definitely differ. The F40 was way more raw.
Yeah, it was.
It was way more raw.
It was practically a Formula One car. Yeah.
But the F50 was more exclusive. They said only 375 of them rolled off the line between 95 and 97.
Ooh.
That's a beautiful thing. But it looked like it's gonna go for 4.5. You gotta see the steering wheel. Oh my goodness. You got like
Yeah, listen, I ain't gonna front. The F50 might have been a little bit, I guess, a little bit more exclusive, like you said, because of the numbers, I guess.
Yes.
But you can't leave that F40 out in the cold.
now we can't leave that F40 out. in the
turbo
cold.
V8.
We can't leave the Alpha. Shout to Philly said Alfa Romeo
Come
with
on.
the manual didn't come manual to the United States. It was supposed to, but they canceled the manual at the last minute.
Mhm.
All the manuals went to Germany and
Yes.
stayed in Italy.
Yeah.
Well, we got another set of icons being sold here at Sotheby's. This Sotheby's is about to be crazy. I would love to just be sitting there and watch people bet the house to get these. It looks like
Bet the house.
there's a 1989 Lamborghini Countach headed to Sotheby's along with the F50. Oh. It was produced between 89 and 90. It's a 1989 Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary. Manual.
Nasty
5.2 liter V12. Only 667 of them was made. 7,000 RPM rev limit.
street. Yeah, those cars was I heard they was a workout.
Oh my goodness.
Workout to drive, son.
They estimating that it's going to sell for 350 to 450,000. Listen, if y'all want to donate to my Cash App so I can get this, I need y'all money, man. It's the only way it's gonna happen.
Yo, that's real though.
But with that being said, that is our Hot
The
Mars.
newest and freshest modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
All right, and with that being said, we have reached the last bit of the show. My favorite part, because Somebody got to smack these people around. And like I said, we don't even get you for what you do. You get you for how you get
Absolutely.
caught doing it. And
Absolutely.
you ready?
Mhm.
It's the understeer,
What up?
where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Okay, my understeer is going out to the armed biker who, in a road rage incident in Philly, climbed up the back of this woman's car that had 2 kids in the back. Now, mind you, it was 2 women in the car, 2 kids in the back. He tries to kick in the window. It doesn't work. He jumps on it. It falls through. And when he tries to hop off the car, his gun falls off his waist. And when the girl get out to confront him, he put the gun in her face.
But before that, though, he headbutted her with the helmet, though.
And she took that. She ate it. She ate that. So he's buns.
Wait, and she pushed him off the bike.
Pushed the bike over all that. And he had the burner. Ate the headbutt. Just like this. It's all good. Wow. But the reason he gets the understeer is because now he's been arrested.
Damn.
His bail is set at $2.5 million.
Damn, dog. Good luck with that.
And now Philly, as of yesterday and the day before, have been cracking down on motorcycles hard. What do you think they're doing? They taking every bike they could find.
And they crushing them, John.
And they crushing them. ATVs.
All that
I
dirt
done
bikes.
seen them, the Doom buggy cars. They taking them all. And they like, you know what? Thanks to this clown.
Damn.
Now, mind you, that Philly coach out there on the dirt bikes throwing it up, they got a little wild. And now they got to get pinched. But it's going to start with this clown right here. And if I had his name, I would love to put it out there.
I think you said it, though. Clown.
And with that being said, we're going to leave him at that, too. You
Yeah,
ready for
son.
that?
That's it.
It's the understeer,
What up?
where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
He got a big red nose on. And mind you, right?
Yeah.
It just had me thinking about one thing when you said that, right? If he couldn't hurt a girl with a headbutt on a helmet, what are you going to do with Tiny in jail?
Damn, son.
Scar. Big boy. What you gorilla?
Ray. Trey. A lot. You think you gonna walk around here with no consequences?
Yo. A lot. What you think? You think
Don't move. Don't move. You already lost.
Yeah. Don't drop this out. Oh my God.
You're right there. He's gonna have problems in there, son. He gonna have problems, B.
If you couldn't hurt this girl with a headbutt.
So he headbutted her with that helmet on. So
She-
with the lid up.
She said like this. Ate that.
That was crazy. That was bugged out.
She said, that's all you got? It's over. Oh, man.
Yo,
kid.
son.
Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. We appreciate y'all, man. We about to come to the end of the show.
Factory.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for those for paying attention. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share if you can. We want to get everything up. We're trying to get our numbers up. We got some other things coming up. We're going to be taking a couple of road trips. We're going to be doing a couple of bills. We got a couple of things coming up. But before all of that,
yes,
we want to say thank you for those that tune in, those that
100%.
rock with us, those that are in the group. You are the guys that get the Hail Marys, man. Y'all get the all that, man. We appreciate y'all all the way. You know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one here.
That's our show, baby. Let's go.
Y'all know how we get down, man. We're gonna be in the building. Y'all know where to find us. We got some things popping off. Shout to Draco. He is right. What's the name? Is having a nice little get together at the 22nd. We definitely trying to go. If you're trying to go, let it be known.
Factory.
You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, we are in the building. And until next week, we
are
out.
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
Yeah.
The world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fool. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in the Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.